at settings. I think I clicked too quickly. So that's kind of cool. You go new game, you look at the tape deck settings, you look at the terminal. That's kind of neat. Look at the credits. Pretty cool. That shows the guy, and of course, if you quit, you're looking at the door, right? You sure are. That's pretty slick. That's pretty slick. Well, once again, this is Karma, the Dark Police. Thank you to Lightstream for the review key for this one, and I'm excited to see what this is all about. What's the name of that book? Oh, is it 1984? It is 1984. I'm gonna guess that's probably not just a coincidence that that's there. That's probably intentional. But I'm excited to check this one out, and let's go ahead and jump in. Once again, I think I saw the trailer for this a couple years ago when it was first announced, or a year or two ago maybe. But I've not played it, and I haven't engaged with it since seeing the trailer, so I remember nothing about what I saw. So we're going in as unprompted as possible. Ralph Waldo Emerson, very nice. Literally 1984. There you go. There you go. I don't really do a lot of like what you would refer to as walking simulator games. I don't do this kind of thing very often, and I don't dislike them. But it's not a genre I reach for very often. I do enjoy a good spooky game though, and I think this game is like kind of spooky. I think it's on the more psychological thriller end of things. I don't expect it to be like gory or violent or jump scary. Maybe some, but I wouldn't expect that to be the focus. Ooh, our legs are looking kind of fucked.
Is this place?
I have to turn this down a little bit. It's looking like it might be a little bit loud. Oh. What fresh fuck is this? Well, I said it wasn't gonna be gory. I mean, I think that's correct, but like, ooh, a little bit of a rough start. A little gross. Our skin's very gray. Very gray, very like, very ghastly. Are we a fucking zombie, man? So I am indeed gonna turn the settings down a little bit. Get down to like 55. Let's do that. Yeah, just rip that shit out before you know what it is. Before you understand where you are or who you are or, yeah, just your general situation. Feel free to let me know if the audio is not great, if it needs to be louder or quieter. Don't hesitate to let me know. Just scream at me at all caps. Yeah, am I related to these people? Hard to say. Put it back. I mean, it's like a hospital room. A little bit weird to have a frame photo of our own of our own like that's like that would somehow have a personal connection to us in a hospital room. That's a little fucking weird. All right. Is that the only one we can open? There's no crouch, so yes it is. Can I open the blinds? In some kind of city. It's daylight right now. And yeah, 4 clocks, presumably all with different time zones, I think. Yeah, I think the idea is like different time zones. I'm not sure if it's going to be important at all, but I'll just kind of make a quick note. This one's like 11:05, this one's 8:05, this one's 6:05, and this one's 12:05. So like, if it's one of those where it's like Central and Eastern, that's one thing. But these are pretty wildly differing. A little bit weird. Did I shit the bed a little bit? Yeah, I pooped a little bit of blood out. It happens. It happens. Nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah. Yes, but definitely hospital bed. But not just a regular hospital. There's some stuff going on here. Handwritten notes, hospital room. Let's see. Can I zoom in? Oh, there we go. You people won't succeed. Come to the transition room after calibration. How ominous. How ominous. Good to see you, by the way, Farsight. So what does it all mean? Apparently we're keeping notes and memos. Good to know. Good to know. And we may or may not have like a preview of how many there's going to be. Anyway, a whole bunch. Probably a whole bunch. Is it like a... Yeah, is it like a Newfoundland time zone? Possible. Possible. Let's see. Right-click to zoom in. Quantity 42. Big fan of Hitchhiker's Guide. Countdown. What's that say? Pagation? I'm trying to know what that word means. Pregnation? We'll assume it means impregnation. Tape inventory, licensing. Well, with tape inventory, are you referring to this stuff over here? There's a whole bunch of tapes in here, man. Now, like, keep yanking? I was thinking maybe I could yank the drawer out, but... I mean, I guess there's 33 of them in there, maybe. What's up, Davern? Good to see you, bud. The minute hands are different instead. Right, exactly. It's good to see you, by the way, Davern. Because, yeah, at least the time hands are matching. And... I'll be a motherfucker. That's actually the current time. I was like, now that's interesting. Yeah, then the minute hand has moved. So I don't have to write down the time, necessarily, because the time is moving. It's keeping up in real time, literally. But, of course, yeah, the time zone aspect is consistent, which is kind of neat. Let it be known I can't actually hop on that computer. And there's us. I'm just leaking a little bit. It happens.
What happened to me?
So he's got like one arm that's more normal looking.
Oh my.
If it's too loud, I could lower it further. Oh, blinds are open suddenly. Pregnation is the numbers in a book? Gotcha. Yeah. No, but yeah, pagination the numbers in a book. That makes more sense. Oh. Huh. What? Do not adjust your television sets. The game is either like glitching or the world that we're in, like it's not like a technical thing. It's like this is how it's meant to be. This is like what we're expected to be experiencing. I'm a little bit nervous because we did have a GPU issue at the very, very start. I had to adjust a couple settings to get the game to run. But I think this is indeed meant to be a, like, reality is weird and fucked up kind of game. Yeah, look at the medications they have us on. I just can't zoom in that far. If there's anything else that's, like, different. Oh. Huh. Yeah, this is still here, and yeah, still this mysterious picture, framed photo. It's that guy. Just, that's so ominous, man. It's so fucking ominous. Reality is weird. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. The year of 2026, the year of our Lord, it is indeed a strange one. Leviathan Hospital. Leviathan Hospital, it sounds so ominous. Sounds so, like, menacing. Not exactly like a, you know, you think of hospitals having, like, the names, words like Charity or Sacred Heart or
Is anyone
that kind of thing.
there?
Oh, it's such a domineering sounding monstrous name. I don't have a sprint button, by the way. Game errors rarely look this cool. Yeah, they look pretty cool so far, honestly. We're playing the game. I know, Meerkat, I know. Aren't you proud of me? Part of this is that because I started late. Because I started kind of late on my... I'm trying to get the ball rolling. This attempt to remove the penor, I mean, that penor removal surgery, it's not going to schedule itself. Except in Gmod. Gmod has, like, funny errors. They really do. Oh, wait, does it go out? Oh, you have to really swing that mouse to open those doors.
Welcome, Special Agent. Please have a seat.
Special Agent, you say? I kind of noticed there is some, like... Do you see that if I look real quick? There was like there's some like white box and there's like some rendering shenanigans happening with the game. So there are some graphical setting things that are being a little bit weird, and I think it's probably more to do with my GPU than the game specifically. Told us a Special Agent, how ominous. Is this game spooky? I think so. I think it's one of those like psychological horror, psychological thriller kinds of games. Do you get to keep the foreskin? I hope that's all I get to keep. So audio. Wait, audio. But it says brightness. So I think that's probably okay.
Good.
Yeah, that little... You saw that pop in, right? Yeah. Again, it's probably not the game. It's probably my GPU. I'm using an AMD GPU. And the game was actually crashing at launch. I had to go back and change just one setting. I had to force DirectX 11 in the options menu. Or in like the Steam... like launch options properties, and that fixed it up, of course. But that tells me that, yeah, there might be some weirdness with AMD in particular night. Since I have an AMD GPU, it happens, man. It happens. We got Game Fox in the house. What's up, Game Fox? Good to see you.
Please go to the table.
All right, I'm gonna say it, or rather, I'm gonna ask it. What is the record? What is the album you listen to in this room? In this room with you got wood panel on the walls, and some carpet on the floors, but a whole fucking blast of surround sound speakers. Of course, I know Dark Side of the Moon, right? Dark Side of the Moon is the big one. But like, what album do you put on in this room? That's the question there. Thank you, though, to Game Fox for that raid. Thank you very much, my friend. It is good to see you. Thank you again, Game Fox, for that raid. Very generous of you. Game Fox, of course, doing a lot of Minecraft and other multiplayer shenanigans, but they do some single-player stuff on their end as well. A lot of Pokemon, a lot of indie games, that kind of thing. And we're playing Karma: The Dark World. This game is kind of a spooky, psychological thriller kind of game, I think, at least. Saw the trailer for this game when it was first announced a year or two ago, and this game actually came out almost a year ago, so it's probably been a few years since I last engaged with the game at all. And I'm going in pretty unprompted. I don't really know what I'm getting myself into. I think it's kind of spooky, but I don't think it's I mean, there was a little bit of blood at the very beginning, but I don't think it's one of those that's meant to be jump scary or gross out. I think it's more psychological thriller.
Performing audio calibration.
And we're doing some audio calibration, because that's what you do in these kind of spooky games. They want to make sure shit is looking good.
Was a diamond
so this is a good opportunity to ask you guys, how is the audio?
He sank into the
my audio is fine. I can adjust things as much as I want with my, volume thingies that I've got here with my speakers. I'm more concerned about how it sounds on your guys' end, especially if I'm talking right now, or if I'm not talking,
like countless sprouting roses.
And you're getting it at full volume. Might be a boss room. Would be interesting because we just got started, so a boss would be something.
As a summer's day.
Game Fox has to hop off. That's it's totally fine. It's totally fine. I started my stream late, so I have only myself to blame. But I appreciate you hanging out with us, and I appreciate that raid. Kodachrome. Now I didn't realize Kodachrome was a. Wait, isn't that? Hold on. Is this a joke, Chuck? Is that a kind of camera? That's a kind of camera, isn't it? You're trying to pull one over on me, aren't you? Oh, Paul Simon! I got it. I fucking got it. I fucking got it, Chuck. It almost went over my head, but I leaped up at the last second. I caught that shit. Holy fuck! I'm a gamer. Holy shit! I'm so smart. Yeah, it's a Simon and Garfunkel song, but yes, yes. Paul Simon, I got you. I got you, baby. Trying to take my Kodachrome away.
The brightest galaxy I've ever seen.
Anyway, I'll assume that that the audio's fine, and we'll stick with it. I could always adjust things as need be as we go further on. Are we gonna test our reflexes now? You can dodge an apple, you can dodge a wrench or a ball or whatever.
At the marked location.
I got my gray skin and my weird looking little footsies.
Performing spatial calibration.
Field of view. So I could go more or less. I could be zoomed out big. I'll just do the default. It's fine.
Excellent. Calibration complete.
Pretty impressive to have this level of an in-game settings calibration
to the transition room
that you can do. It's I would say not really necessary, but it is kind of neat.
What missions?
It's kind of cool that to have this kind of thing built in. Makes me think of the first Halo, playing on Xbox and doing the analog controls, looking up, looking down, all that jazz. That's kind of neat. Do rod colors. Right, yeah, so that's the thing too, sometimes you hear about people with color blindness, and it's not color blindness everything is monochrome or grayscale, but just certain colors they have a hard time with. So, yeah, I have a couple friends that fit something kind of similar, or maybe they have one rod that doesn't do as well. So they have a harder time with reds or grays, that kind of thing. So this is so now we've gone from hospital to calibration station to something completely different. So just so we're clear, translation room and the cultivation room is where we're heading now. There was presumably one other patient. We were in patient room 2. There's presumably a patient room 1. This is the Thought Bureau, Leviathan Corporation Thought Bureau. We did listen to Karma Police earlier.
Hello? Anyone there?
The autosave. Painters should be cleaned after breakage. Breakage. thing on the terminals. San Francisco, yeah, I can't really make out too much. So not at all what I was expecting, but I guess it's hard to know what to expect. There's a freezer room. I imagine this room is already kind of cold looking, cold feeling even. So let's check the freezer room in a second. Is this supposed to like calm me? Is this supposed to be soothing or something? Because a little bit fucky is what it is. Is this a TPS report? I don't have a crouch button, so I can't like kneel down and look at it. There are cameras everywhere. There was one in our patient room as well, in our hospital room. Oh. Okay. Oh. Huh. Well, I don't feel better about what I'm seeing. Let's put a pin on that. Let's look at other things first, because that strikes me as one of those things where like you get close and that might like start a thing, that might start something. So, emergency entrance. Wait, emergency. Keep clear emergency entrance and exit. Okay. This one I guess is locked. There's no option to open, but there is one. This one over here, like these very Star Wars looking, I guess, trash bins. Nope. So something might be moving around in there. Oh shit. Get some name brand chicken noodle soup. I actually had some chicken soup earlier. Gracie made some matzo ball soup a couple days ago, and there's like only a few matzo balls left, so I just like, but there's like a lot of chicken and like other things left in there, so I just like scooped up some of the chicken and veggies and carrots and shit and just heated it up with what essentially is just regular old chimkin soups, and it was very tasty. This is some good soup weather we're in right now. Actually, I say that it's been pretty warm today, but generally speaking, January is good soup month. So I can't like zoom in to read this, but I can just bring up the read menu. So they are potted. The individuals we're seeing right now in these little pods, they are potted. 3rd generation prototype. Quantity, there's 3 of them. The 3rd generation prototype will acquire better emotional stability when the duration of potting is increased. They may wake up earlier than expected. Please discard these immediately. Is it cloning? Is it like growing humans from scratch? Like what the fuck? And it's literally like in soil. But oh my god, they got these horrible splotches. Ugh, gross. They're definitely alive. I mean, under some definition of the word alive. And then here's the ones that are discarded. No entry, no passing. No sprinting, by the way. And honestly, and also no jumping. And you know what? I'm kind of okay with no jumping, no sprinting, because it probably means we're less likely to like have any like go fast, run away sequences, you know, getting chased by a bad guy. Probably not as much of that. Yeah, so here's the discarded subjects. Yeah, lots of sodium. I mean, that's part of the fun. That's part of the fun, is lots of sodium, lots of tasty. That's what makes it taste so good, especially if it's like from a can. It's one of many areas where I'm spoiled, because Gracie, the stuff she made, it was all from scratch. Baked the chicken herself, made the matzo balls by hand. It was all from scratch, and it was all amazing. Right, but I can't help but notice. How you doing, buddy? I was hoping for like an interaction. No? I guess I'll just leave you to it, bud. I'll be hitting the old dusty trail. See if there's anything over here to investigate, but like, I'll leave you to it, homie. Sorry about your shoulder and your back and all of your emaciated siblings. Oof. And they have like similar things on their arm. You see how they have like the ports in their arm, kind of like how we did. It'll be a very slow chase sequence. Maybe it won't be a very exciting chase sequence when it happens. I mean, we might be about to have a chase sequence now. That guy might just snap to and suddenly say, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to chase you for no reason now, Alex. And he'll call me by name. He'll be like, Alex Q Super Hobbit.
Because before you come in, toss that useless failure onto the stinking pile of corpses for me, will you? Yeah, I'm busy working on something more important.
It's an obvious joke, right? Useless failure. Okay. Whoop. And I just fling myself into the garbage can. Oh. Well, you were doing okay for a while there. Oh, sorry about the no penis, by the way. Sorry about that, bud. Well. I'll just do a little alley-oop. Good close-up of the arm there. And we're gonna toss him in the pile. He's not gonna like go "Brr," and like suddenly come to and like struggle or anything. Oh, he broke out of here. Yeah, that's where he broke out. Ooh, and a whole bunch of blood and yeah, poor guy. I didn't even notice the smears of blood. Well, I noticed it, but I wasn't sure if it was blood or just something else, but goddamn. Alright, well, join your homies. Sorry about, you know, being a useless failure. Oh, the neck. Look at the neck. Big old gash right there. Did something... Oh, I guess they've all gotten that. Doran, yeah, they all have, like, a gash on their neck. I mean, is that how they were killed? I mean, if so, what would have done that to him? Oh, no eyes? No eyes. Or there's, like, melded shut or something. Yeah. Yes, they don't have that right now, do they? I mean, I would hope not. Okay, so that means that whatever deemed them a failure is also when they do that neck gashing, and that I guess that happened to that guy. But the fact that he was able to crawl over here on his own is ominous and off-putting. Yeah, I don't think they have that. These guys would have the neck injury thing. Well, let's see if we can find out what the hell's going on here, because this is very bizarre. That's how livestock are blood. Ooh, I'm not surprised, but ooh.
Find her. I am unimportant. You have to put an end to this.
I just woke up in the room over there.
Ah, looks like you're finally awake.
Oh, it's Skyrim.
You know what this place is?
Yes, of course.
And those twisted
We
things
don't
outside.
have the time for an explanation. Have a seat on that chair for now. I'm working on something else.
Huh. Weird little office you got in here, homie. I can't quite read it. It's too scrawly. I wonder if he's been watching me this whole time. Yeah, that's exactly what he's been doing. And he's like looking at the footage of my reactions to things. Like, he wants me to sit down, but I'm like, yo, this is a pretty cool desk. I like all the cool gadgets and gizmos and, oh, dead bodies. I mean, I'm not as big of a fan of that part. I'm not gonna like judge. You know, I'm not one to yuck someone's yum, but I'm over here thinking like, I don't know if I'd be able to get as much work done with a pile of rotting corpses and literally like lining the entire room, entire perimeter of the room. Like, I don't know about that, homie. We got puzzles. I'll put it back for now. We got some puzzles. Let's listen what he has to say first, then we'll get the ball rolling. Yeah, average 40K, yeah. Starting young professional work environment. Oh, what? You're just pretending to need the wheelchair, bro? Come on.
The important part is you have to get out.
Your hair is very shiny.
We all have to get out of this place.
Wait,
why are you locking me in?
What are you doing to me? Why can't I recall anything?
You don't know who I am? Mother didn't tell you?
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Who the hell is Mother? I swear to you, I don't know a thing about you.
Well, that's impossible. For half my life, I have been serving her. One after another. You have never succeeded. None of you have.
He's just like me, for real.
So much effort to leave messages on the other side, yet none of you seem to care about them.
Hey, listen, this might be a misunderstanding. There are things I can't call to
Not that
mind.
we don't care.
I arrived here by accident. I can't be one of those people you speak of,
Only
right?
people can pass through the abyss. I cannot. I am trapped here forever. My memories. Wait, you're saying you lost your memories?
Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I woke up in a room, passed through calibration, and ended up here.
Oh shit. Now we're getting into it.
Different from them. Those
I sure hope so, Elgaso.
useless people out
Depends
there.
on how long he's been out. He might
All
be
they care about is
nesting a monster one in there.
perhaps. I'm saying, perhaps you may succeed if you wish to retrieve your memories. This thing can help you. No, you won't be lost forever like them. They're
It takes place in 1984, hence why tape
My
decks are a big
memories.
thing.
No, I think you've got the wrong person.
Are we gonna listen to Kate
I've
Bush?
explained it so many times. I did lose my memories, but I'm not one of those people you speak of.
Listen, Abba.
I like that song, Running Up That Hill.
I don't know how you ended up here, nor do I care. But you got here, and that means it's your mission. You must find your true memories.
You're insane. What are you doing?
Oh shit.
Hey,
You'll meet me
look at
again
me.
on the other side. In a different form. Good luck, Daniel.
We have a name. Friends call me Danny. Oh, we're going under. Unexpected musical sequence. Quite the intro. Those are all the failures. A little breathy. A little breathy. Very whispery. I like the guitar work. A little musical interlude there. So I didn't get a chance to work on that puzzle thing, you know, but we'll be back there, I'm sure. Oh my.
Where the hell am I?
That voice, our mother.
Why is everything so surreal?
It's hard to multitask. Surreal is right. Giant fucking corpses. And also, I guess, giant birds. Well, some of them are huge, others are more small. And then we got the 2001 monolith before us. What's the shape that we're standing on? It's like some kind of like Celtic knot of sorts. Can't fall in the water, probably for the best. Just the upper half of the torso. Oh. I can see this game being a very good, like, wallpaper generator. A lot of, like, take a cool screenshot of the game, and that's your, that's a good wallpaper. Very, very striking imagery. More of those obelisks in the distance, but this one is lit. And two giant corpses. I wonder if that, like, signifies failed attempts, and maybe we're special.
Before I got here, that man said,
Lamb.
I can find my memories with this? Damn it. Am I awake? Or did I never wake up?
March 25th, 1968. I was brought here. I recognized their outfits. They took my sister too. I've never seen her again since that day. Can I still return
Albright.
to see my parents again?
Good flashbang. Someone turn that down? Jesus, put on my sunglasses.
Welcome. I am Mother. Next, we will use a series of images to show you the nation in which you reside and your future. Before we arrived, your nation was ravaged by a terrible war.
It's always embarrassing
People lived
when
their
that happens.
lives in
Gross.
perpetual fear.
That's always
When
embarrassing.
the Leviathan Corporation
A little bit of water.
came,
All it
everything
takes.
changed. We
I was like,
brought
all right, do I
hope.
cough
And now,
disgustingly into the microphone?
each new blood
Or do
is
I, like,
required
excuse
to
myself?
serve the company.
I chose the latter.
Company shall grant you your duties and guide you forward.
So gross.
Pain and hunger cease to exist.
Okay, anyway,
The
sorry about
gates
that.
to utopia shall
That's all it takes, man.
always be open
One little, like,
to
molecule
those
of water.
who serve.
Fucking gross.
8490. Your newborn social ID is 8490. You were born into an ordinary family.
That's
Your
ordinary?
father was an outstanding scientist. Your mother was his assistant. They made considerable contributions to the company through their research. The company grants every new person who descended to this world a unique number.
My parents were the
Each person
people
receives
from The
a
Ring.
citizenship at the
They're
age of
distorted
14.
faces.
We will now conduct some basic tests. Once completed, we will formulate your future path. Now, please try to push the blocks over without touching them.
Okay. So this is the backstory then. And when's the game start? Well, I mean, we've had like a few starts so far, but
8490, please pay attention.
excuse me. Right, hold it. Whoa. I want to grab the blocks. I want to be a good boy. Hold on. I hereby acknowledge that I am an
8490,
I know.
please pay attention.
an incapable child lacking the ability to create a better future for myself. Therefore, I've decided to dedicate my future to the service of Leviathan Corporation
8490, please
and
pay
willingly
attention.
become an employee of the company. I'm willing to offer my body, intellect, and labor as property of Leviathan Corporation and to serve the company to the best of my abilities. I'll accept all orders and decisions made by the company without resistance or refusal, and I'm willing to undergo training and education as directed by the company in order to better serve it. Carefully consider this agreement, sign it voluntarily, hope that Leviathan Corporation will provide me blah 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 blah.
8490,
A meaningful and challenging career and offer me a position within the company where I can make a contribution. Thank you for this opportunity. I will always appreciate the company's care and support. I'm sure this was not signed under duress.
well, seemingly
I do good?
ineffective. Please try to see the images on the backs of the 3 cards on the table to your left.
Once again, we like can't use our arms. Yeah, humanoid cinnamon rolls, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, when I see like that twisted
Understood.
face, all I could think of is the ring.
Please look to your front. Please indicate the viewpoints that you think are wrong.
Which is the wrong viewpoint. Being sad.
Left.
Which one's wrong? Being happy and by yourself, or being like content and with the homies? Being by yourself. I'm trying to think like what they would want to say. Which one's wrong? War or peace? We'll say war is bad. It's not controversial, right? Does the X mean I'm like getting everything wrong and I'm failing horribly? What's bad? Dressing comfortably or dressing professionally? Oh, well, obviously being a normie is no good. Yeah, we gotta be like all sciencey, right? That's the whole point. And then having kid or having no kid. Oh, I see. Like having a kid and like family, or dedicating everything to science. Well, clearly science is, you know, gotta be the end all be all. So having a family, that's for nerds. Get that shit out of here. And then, yes, yeah. So the company or the family, just to be clear. Well, obviously the family is terrible forever, right?
Good. You have passed.
We've passed. Cool.
Now, please sign your name on this contract.
You think I made them happy with those answers? Do you think they'll spare me?
The Thought Bureau's missions are always confidential. Handlers
Thought
and
Bureau.
operators maintain a neutral relationship with
There's
one another.
different words now.
The more they know, the more dangerous it is. In the operations, everyone can be the hunter and the hunted.
Huh.
Nightcrawlers. That's what the people in the city call us. The Thought Bureau describes my duty as roam.
What the fuck is going on?
Compared to the number of midnight operations, we spend most of our time in other people's brains. Listening to what you hear, and watching what you see. I don't know how long it's been since I last returned home. Where even is my home? All I remember is ever since
These
the
are our
Leviathan
memories,
told
right?
me that my mother had passed away, I've devoted all my effort and time to my work. I guess, if she was still alive, she'd hate my job. I'm sure she'd say, once you start working for them, you'll become less and less of a good person.
What do we saw in the
thinking-
hospital bed, hospital room?
Maybe it isn't the job that changed me. Maybe this is just how I've always been. April 30th, 1976. It's the 4th year since I joined Leviathan's
8 years before the opening that we
It's
saw at
taken
the
me
very,
8
very
years
start.
to finally discover who I am.
8 years, that's right. Oh, title drop. Oh, fuck. And that's the end of the game. If there was a demo, I could see that being like the beginning of the demo, maybe. You got some Silent Hill shit up there, Meerkat? There you go, man. Someone ripping fat vapes out there. Yeah, we still have our darker side. That's a good Pink Floyd album. Act 2, Part 1, baby. Got the Achievo for completing the prologue. My light switch doesn't work. Lose yourself in an outside world. Find yourself in mountains. Sounds nice. Leviathan Corp, of course. Of course. So it said we're like, our role is a roamer. Oh, hold on, there was something. Oh, this thing.
Welcome. Welcome.
Another human.
I'm Daniel McGovern, a roam agent from the Thought Bureau. My company ID is 8490.
Rome, huh? Huh. I'm Fred Ebbett, the current chief of this facility. Welcome to the Winston Research Institute. It's a back door, to be precise. I often hear that you people don't talk a lot. I thought this was just an ordinary theft. I never imagined a case like this would trouble a Rome agent. Looks like there's more to it. You see, as a level B citizen, I'm familiar with your rules. Outsiders like me should not question, nor intervene.
Listen, Mr. Ebbett. You only have to tell me where the mailroom is. I need to receive
there a Mr.
documents from
Siskel?
the Thought Bureau right now. Please don't
Hey,
hold me up
calm
in my
down.
duties.
I know you're here to look into that freak, Sean Mendez. To your left, in the room where the lights are still on. Still, pardon me for saying this, but what happened at the Research Institute today was abnormal.
Alright. Anything else? Nope. He's just gonna chill. He's also gonna block our entryway. Level B. A level B citizen. Got a map of the facility. don't suppose I can take this with me, can I? Have like a screenshot or something. Mental calibration device. Ah, yes. Mental calibration device allows for communication with Mother anytime. We did hear a woman's voice when we first came to on that little surreal area. Encourages constant self-reflection and on one's morals and approach to handling matters, ensuring continued dedication to serving Leviathan Corp. Of course. Of corpse, rather. This. Actually, I want to read it. Large-scale pneumatic device designated for use by citizens of level C or above. The purpose of direct communication with relevant departments within the company. Leviathan, no, within Winston Research. Okay. Below C level should refrain from approaching without authorization. Any violation will result in a dismissal and permanent disqualification from social level promotion. Social score deduction. Oh, shit. Comfortable treasure granules. Hold on. What exactly, like, what kind of medicine are we talking here? There's blue bottles. Science Research Technology Division. Medicated electricity? What the fuck? Like shock therapy in pill form? Huh. I know this kind of thing, like, makes the game really slow and maybe even agonizing to watch, but, like, these kind of background elements are things I really enjoy about games like this. Trying to, like, get those little, small, like, subtle things are easy to miss, but kind of help paint the picture. Yep. So, Winston Research Institute. But it's like a subsidiary of Leviathan, I think. The past never had been altered. We know everything. Past never had been altered. We know everything. Well, I mean, the curiously placed edition of 1984 in the, like, options menu at the very start was, unsurprisingly on the nose. Also, I played Karma Police earlier when we were setting up the stream, thinking like, oh, it has the word karma in it, but like, no, it's kind of on the nose, man. So, Mr. Schmidt, we're looking for a Sean, what was it, Mendez, I think? Telescreen records from the mailroom. You recently approached the large-scale pneumatic device. Ah, major violation. Not Mr. Schmidt, you done fucked up, man. You're in deep Schmidt now. Dreaming of transfer capsule. But a competent employee would make no such mistake. This is a great risk to the company. Transferred from your current position, a 30, there you go, social credit, a social credit score. Permanently disqualified from social level promotion. Duties in a new post, B0 pipeline maintenance are still of vital importance. Learn from your mistakes and work hard. The company is above all else. Well, that's so reassuring.
The clerical office is a mess. I'll have to ask finance for money to cover the repairs.
Nothing else that I can really say jumps out at me except mailroom. Sure enough, this is where the infraction took place. Yeah, the capsules. I think these are the capsules they were talking about then. Level C only. ID is required to activate. Serve one. Yes, serve Leviathan, serve oneself. Ah, yes. So positive, so constructive. Anything else to note? And there's this obvious area at the end. I'm trying to watch, see if there's anything else that's like worth our attention. Like a rib cage. All the pipes. Can open it? Oh. Transfer capsule mail number 1 to Sabrina. 8 years since I reported Chief Fred Ebert for taking... Oh, that's the guy back there, I'm pretty sure. Every time I ask the Thought Bureau for an update, they say they're working on it. Why is it taking 8 years? Fred's unaware of it, or I'd otherwise lose my job at the clerical office. Made few mistakes at work. There's a chance I may get a social level promotion. 11 of monthly social credits to have a child. Oh, finally, we can cash our chips in and be allowed to make baby. Collecting for other people's stuff. Probably. Probably. There's a fetish for everything out there, bro. But this one. That sounds good, man. It sounds nice and cozy, Meerkat. I appreciate you hanging out with us, man. But I'm glad you're taking care of yourself, bud. All sounds very good. So we're looking for Mr. Mendez. Meet at your home this Sunday. Whatever you offer this time would be satisfactory. No signature. Just out of curiosity. What was this signed by? Hans. Okay. Now, we saw this earlier. Maybe I should try to solve it. Oh, shit. Maybe I should try to solve it. I didn't even give that other one a try earlier. But maybe the idea is from left to right. Well, there's the obvious one. Oh. Oh, I see. Right. Well, let's see. Thinking about how you would fold this piece of paper into being a cube. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Yeah, so like that vertical bar, for instance. Yeah, the spade would be on the opposite side of the vertical bar. Right? Like, kind of thinking in my mind how you'd fold that up. So I'm looking at that second one. The fact that the vertical bar is adjacent to that spade is a little bit curious. Now he says, Dude Dad says, now I'm somewhere in the spooky area. Now I'm somewhere like somewhere in the game. I do like the little cartoon fellas that adorn this puzzle box. There's some kind of sequence. I mean, and of course... Oh, maybe the idea is we have to look to see... Okay, maybe instead of a sequence, it's just you pick one. So, looking at this puzzle sequence here... Yeah, I don't think it's the second one. Yeah, if you were to fold this up, the heart and the club would be next to each other. So that's a possibility. I would say the club... and the vertical line would also be a possibility. Oh, the blank one, though. Right. So I think it's the second or the third one. Or no, I'm sorry, the first one or the third one, rather. If it was the first one, it wouldn't be the blank spot. It's got to be the red one. That's what Dude Dad seems to think as well. It's probably the red one. Once you make your selection, you are committed. You are committed to that selection. Now, I wonder if I fucked up. I wonder if I should have tried to solve that first one. I thought maybe we'd... Like, oh, we'll probably be back, but I wonder if I hacked it. I don't know, man. Call me old-fashioned, but I see, like, these kinds of banners with, like, very prominent red and black with white outlines on their logos. I don't know, man. It comes to mind a certain regime from the 1940s in Germany. I mean, maybe I'm looking too much into this, but this feels a little, I mean, they're all about controlling your thoughts, so this is kind of appropriate, unfortunately. I'll sit in the chair. There. Grim Brace is a good point. If nothing else, you can always stick your penis in it. Nothing else. So level C. Interact with those things. Department of Science, Health, Thought Bureau, Department of Interior, Department of Finance. Yeah, like the wings on that emblem are not exactly helping. So we're at least C or higher, presumably. Let's say something. I can't quite read it, but go to 2. Oh, 3. Oh, cranking it up. Locking it in. Crank that shit. Crank that, soldier boy. This one. Look, it's in a book. Oh, right, because my webcam was covering it. I think it was red. I think that was it, though. Because looking at... Because what I was seeing on my end was that, like, the blank space would have been adjacent to the top entry, and I don't think that would have been the case. Don't think that would have been the case. So anyway, so Shawn Mendes. A theft occurred. Clerk from the Institute. Unusual incident. This is the primary side of the interest of the theft. Rome agents had to intervene. Search for evidence of the theft at the suspect's workplace, there's clerical office, and upload the evidence. As a Rome agent, please also investigate the unusual incident at the clerical office. Telescreens are now accessible. Cool. So this was directed to us specifically. Oh, I think we're done here then. Convenient then to have this little station that, like, sends that kind of info to us.
It looks like an ordinary theft, but I mustn't take it lightly.
His workplace.
I'll check out Sean's workplace first. Perhaps I should take a look at the telescreen.
Look at the telescreen? Sure thing. So there's our wallet. There's our ID card. So we are indeed level C, which means the guy we're trying to... that is more or less helping. He is a higher order citizen than we are. Yeah, entirely possible, Meerkat. Maybe it was asking which one was wrong. Possible, but I thought it was pick the one that... Because there was at least one or two of them that I thought weren't possible. But yeah, it's entirely possible I got the wrong idea. So disobedient behavior, okay. Let's take a look. Joshua Schmidt, okay. Which was... Hold on, Schmidt. Yeah, that was the guy that I made the joke where, like, oh, he was being Schmitty. Oh, that was the guy that had that infraction earlier, right? Where he, yeah, we're seeing it here, where he's picking up the capsule. He's not allowed. Oh, I can move the thing around. Large scale pneumatic device. That's for him. That's him reaching for it, just approaching it even. I feel like I should be doing the clickety click 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 enhance. Click 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 enhance. Think if there's like any interesting deets. Can't really make out what that is. I think that's just the thing where you insert your ID card. He's got a few in his hands, actually, in his arms. He's not just reaching for the one. The only one. Yep.
Nothing of note
for now.
here.
Nothing of note here. Can I take my card back? Oh, I think we'd already claimed it back. Never mind. Boop, boop, boop. Gotta swing this way. So let's check the workstation then. Oh, I thought there was something here we could look into then. Maybe we can go upstairs. Maybe the guy will now let us up. It's gonna be a strange comparison, but I was saying how Gracie and I watched Blade Runner not too long ago. We watched the original one, and then we watched the sequel, 2049.
Mr. Abbott. Perhaps he went home. Good timing to take a look upstairs.
And that kind of sequence, looking through that image and like looking at this kind of simultaneously old-timey but also futuristic technology, reminds me of some of the sequences in both of the movies, honestly. Mind-reading helmet. Oh, wonderful. Let's see, right now, so it's 9... Yeah, we'll call it 18. Not the current time. And in any time zone. Memory extraction device. Latest memory extraction technology, visual interface that can be inserted into brain-machine interfaces and display screens. It allows for selecting the content of memories to be extracted. Research is jointly developed by Chief Scientist Fred and his teams from the Biological Science Research Institute and Energy Science Research Institute. Yep. Fred. All right. Oh. Shift schedule. So, I think there was either was it Sabrina? I think it was yeah, it might have been Sabrina. So Julia Schmidt, it's a lady, is at the end there. May 1st. On standby at all times. Special circumstances, report to the Thought Bureau via the pneumatic device or telescreen. Okay. Hold on, I know I'm being very slow and perhaps agonizing about this, but I'm kind of curious. I think I'd already read this one, yeah. But what's this one? This is the liquid battery, which is maybe the least fucked up thing we've read about so far. Highly efficient power source, state-of-the-art technology. I think this one's like pretty chill, actually. Proprietary liquid technology allows for annual replacement. B-class citizens only, though. Enough to supply an entire power for an entire building. That's impressive. So yeah, as far as like, yeah, stuff that like reads your brain and like deletes your memories and shit, a really efficient battery is the least fucked up thing we've heard about so far. Memory recorder. Second. It's like the second version, maybe. Utilizes the latest memory storage technology, increasing storage speed and capacity by 70% compared to the previous generation. It is indeed the second model. Developed jointly by Chief Scientist Fred, biological blah 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 blah. Esteemed Chief Scientist Fred, of course. Weird they call him by like his first name. It's kind of weird. Memory extraction device, the second one, right? Allows for simultaneous jumping and reading of observed memory fragments. Visual selection for extracting specific memories. Cool. And terrifying, but yeah, cool, great, fine. I wonder if this is a real plant. It's like all synthetic and weird. Alright. Moving on. The rest of these are things we've probably seen before. And an autosave, that's how you know something's about to happen. That blue bottles Medicaid electricity one again, which is so weird, man. So weird. This one's locked. What's up, Jet? The world is indeed dark, literally and figuratively. Oh. Well, now it's even more dark. Did that open the door? No. Don't look back.
What was that?
I had to know. I had to know. What was that indeed? It looked like a mannequin. It looked like one of those mannequins where you would like hang a not like a target like mannequins with arms and legs, but just a mannequin with like that's just like a bust and like maybe like down to the leg, like down to the hips maybe. Like you'd put like a dress on, that kind of mannequin. Still locked. I like that song by Boston. Don't Look Back, it's a good one. Well, thankfully, I think that's the only spooky thing that's going to happen in the remainder of this game. I think everything else is going to be pretty chill. No spooky times, no weird fuckery. Everything's going to be A-okay for us in this video game. No spookies, no jumpy scaries, no nothing.
The wall colors are inconsistent. Looks like a painting
that was
used to be
on there
hung
previously,
here.
and they didn't think to like, you know, fix the painting or the wall paint that is. Not a dial tone, it's like a busy signal, I think. station here we can connect to if we need to. Password. 4-digit numeric passcode. Keep our eyes peeled. Becker's diary. Going to change all the paintings along the corridor. Be able to remember my password by looking at the painting of the clock. Oh, we gotta find that thing then. Where that thing was placed. It's just a humble tale, a humble story about life, love, and happiness. Live, life, love, or live, laugh, love, rather. Some employees are abusing their social level to enter certain areas and steal company property. Hence the area-specific ID cards. Oh. The radio is actually kind of nice. Interesting radio deal. Can I, like, change the station? I don't think I can. That one's locked. Is this some of that juice? It's sugar cubes. Secret work time snack. What are we, fucking horses? Just pop a couple sugar cubes in there, get you through a long shift. There you go, baby. There you go. And they're huge. Look at the size of those honkers. Good lord. Good fucking lord. Anything else of note, right? Yes, I see you looking at me. I wanted the sugar cubes, but I want to be a good employee. Be a good boy. Staff only. Let's actually check this first. Oh, okay. They could be meth cubes. I mean, that's entirely possible. Sugar cubes. If they have the painting on here, then we'll be really set. Disobedient behavior. Here we go. Says Thomas Becker, it's an untidy uniform. Wow, even down to that detail. Good lord. Now, I kind of wonder, is this a Soma situation where all the humans, well, all the class presumed, oh, these might be class E citizens then. All of, like, the citizens beyond a certain level have these fucking CRT heads. Is this like a Soma situation where they aren't, like, it's, like, questionable if they're real humans at all? Anyway, the clock we're looking at. So, I can see what appears to be the 3 hand. Or the one of the hands is on the 3. Is there another hand that's, like, kind of faint? That's in between the 5 and the 6? The thing is, I don't know if I know which one is which, but I guess we could try both. If that's expectation. So maybe that's like the minute hand? Except the one that's pointing to 3 looks pretty thick and long. So maybe the first one is maybe like the one that's down below is the hour hand. If that were the case, I would probably call that 5. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense because if that was at the 3. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. That doesn't make sense at all because if it was at the 3. Well, maybe... If that's the hour hand, then we can assume the minute hand is at 12 because it's like precisely at 3. So if that's the hour hand, we can make an assumption, but it seems too long, so I think that's the minute hand. So it's something 15. You have another angle. Abnormal power outage. I have to source it from multiple pictures. Actually, that one, yeah, this one looks even a little bit more different, but at least now we have a clearer view. So I would say it looks like it's at like 8:20. I think it's at the 4. It's either at the 3 or the 4, but I want to say it's the 4. We'll call it either 8:15 or 8:20, but I want to say it's 8:20. Like the spider in the foreground there on the camera. I like how this is disobedient behavior and abnormal power outage. Like that's the employee's fault. And they're moving the painting like they were told. I'm not sure how that's considered badge. And, bribery, unauthorized access to storage room. Or are they bribing him with the sugar cubes? The Shugs. Got his hands out. Oh yeah, that may be exactly what he has in his hand or something. He has something. Anyway, so we're gonna try either 815 or 820. My gut tells me 820, but we'll try both. That'd be 0820. 0815. There we go. Was indeed 815. Level E card, which I'll take, but we of course have a level C, so we shouldn't need this necessarily. But, you know, if they need area, like if it has some kind of like area connection to it, that might actually come in handy. So we got this one here. Before we try that though, let's explore to see if there's anything else around here before we commit to that one. Room. Map here. Something that said ventilation duct. Section 2, clerical office. Hold on, yeah, where's the ventilation duct? Hold on. Oh, we're looking at the named... Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, there's not a duct in the wall. It's the names on the map.
Something's blocking the other side of the
Something's
door.
blocking the other side? Ah,
need
of
to find a way
course. It's
around
like a
it.
table. Anything in there? Just red. Well, in that case... Oh, I do have a slight jaunt. I do have a slight hustle with this one. Locked, but... I use the cool guy card for the storage room, bro. Got the Triforce on it, by the way. That's how I know it's legit. Oh, it used it. I couldn't look at it again, but yeah, it's got the Triforce on it. Turn a light on. It's very dark. This world sure is dark. Wish they would have warned us. Literally no way of knowing this game was going to be kind of dark. Before I go to that terminal, or that table rather. Ooh, here we go. Definitely a little something going up top there. Cleaning supplies. Questionable stains in the corner. This. Is that you, Satan? Purchase order. Station 3. 3C, 2nd Main Street, Leviathan Experiment Zone. Oh boy. Clerical office. Fuse, ballpoint pen, and notebook. Seeing how, like, certain things are colored yellow. Maybe, like, fuses are going to be important in some way. I mean, of all those things, the fuses sound the most interesting. From Barbara Fisher. Or, yeah, ordered by Barbara Fisher. Oh, it needs a key. Right. Then, chair knocked over.
Those markings look deliberate.
Deliberate markings. Ah, yes indeed. I'll go and grab that. Lipstick with scratches etched upon it. Last time I, like, turned off and turned back on a light, something weird happened. Notice the fingerprints. What if I need to be, like, noting the stations that we're on right now? Otherwise, just kind of a workbench. With the liquid battery. No crouch button, so I can't go underneath there. What I can do... See what's up this way. Surely I can climb up here, right? Oh, yeah. Now we're snooping, baby. You think we're... who knows what kind of asbestos we're breathing in right now? What kind of gnarly-ass shit we're porfing in here right now. Option to stand up. See if there's like things to listen in on. Spider webs. If I get close to an edge, if like if there's anything to watch for or listen to. Surely I can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. Thick ass cobwebs. And some very itchy asbestos. A little scratchy. Ooh, pink, scary red room. Everything else, everything is just more ventilation. Our suit is gonna be so fucking dusty by the end of this. Oh my goodness. Be covered in goop. Now, I'm sure we're making a lot of noise. Also, shout out to the ventilation for being able to withstand an entire grown-ass man and not just collapsing like I would very much expect it to. Dust ourselves off. And never felt better. Looks like a face. Let's see, I need some fuses, of course. Boop. Can I use this guy? Can't do it. So they said they ordered 5 fuses. I see 2 spots that are open. But we at least need the one. Okay. That door does not have an interaction. Here, of course, is the door that we were trying to get to earlier. Can I scooch this along? F. F. To pay respects, of course. I'm being very respectful the way I'm moving this thing. That'll, of course, ensure we can get back the standard way. Not having to climb through ventilation shafts again. Now, was it moved? Now, another question is, was that moved deliberately to prevent other folks from coming this way? Was it an accident? Hard to say. Oh, here's a fuse. Oh, but it's burnt out. Okay, we need a fresh one. We need a freshie. This area looks awfully ominous. Do I check the less scary looking area by default? The much more darker and less scary looking? Staircase? Oh. That I heard like scary noise. Unless the staircase is scary. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it's a scary staircase. Maybe it's a scare case. I can't use that for self-defense or something in case something jumps out and tries to suck my dick or something. Well, B3. All the books fell off that shelf.
What on earth happened here?
What happened here? This is a goddamn mess. Check your evidence of Sean's crime, the theft that he made off with. I do wonder what he stole. Your fate, your fate, your fate. Do not be afraid. This is a gift from the Leviathan Corporation, right? Or from the Leviathan. I do wonder what it is he stole and why it requires this much attention by like this special force that we belong to. This like special detective group, not just regular police. As the guy himself said like, well, listen, you know, something got stolen. Didn't think it was worth calling in the roamers. And yet. Roamers, but hardly even knowers. Is that the blue electricity? Yeah, the blue bottles. Yeah. Medicated electricity. Got key for that storage, for that little locker area. Go with me. Another one of these things, by the way. Oh, I can read it though. So yellow has already been pressed. Or been removed, I guess? Based on this sequence, it's been rotated. It's been flipped, I think. Oh, well, kinda? Oh wait, do you add, are you... Add 1 and 3. You add 1, would that make sense? Yeah. So if it's not going to be the same numbers, could it be different numbers? Potentially. But the question is, how would you get to the bottom two? Unless you're saying, yeah, subtract by... Subtract... Oh! So it's like you add... Well, that would make sense, because... the bottom numbers would only go lower. If you were subtracting the bottom number from the top number... That would make sense, because you would have 4 minus 2. That would make sense either. Oh, no, never mind, because it's... Well, yeah. Let's keep looking. Maybe I don't need... Maybe I'm, like, spinning my wheels here. Maybe we don't have to worry about that just yet, but I'm wondering if, like, that will come in handy at some point. But blown fuses. Keep getting new ones from Becker. Always just look for the key. Told him to give me the key so I can save myself the hassle. Right. That's what the fuses are. So that will allow us to restore power to this area and make it less dark. Make this world less dark. Barbara Fisher. Barbara Streisand Fisher.
I should try to
power back on. Then we can do some puzzle solvents. Of course, it's locked, obviously. Anything else before we turn the power back on? This is a goddamn sty, good lord. And ramshackle. Oh yeah, we saw this in the photo. The top right, you can see. Can't like zoom in. In the top right, yeah, there's like a leg. Like a robotic leg. Fact, incident occurred. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, just evidence of the theft. On that, at least.
I should try to get the power
stamping.
Back on.
Nothing out of the ordinary here. Unlocked? Of course it is. I'm gonna do my best not to be insufferable about this, but yeah, I mean, it's like guy that saw Blade Runner like 2 weeks ago plays a game like this. How do you not think Blade Runner constantly? This was his desk, presumably, or maybe still is. Bring the power back on. At least be able to eat. It'll be easier to see what we're doing out here, since it's very dark and very ominous. Anything else back here out of curiosity? Dark. Let's just crank that shit. Crank the power, thinking it's one of our hogs. All of our hogs, our collective hogs. And we'll hustle because we have a slight, wouldn't call it a sprint or even a run, but a very slight hustle button. So, stick this in your fuse box, baby. And we're all set. Now, take this little fuse right over here.
Nice.
There we go.
All I have to do now is find Shawn Mendes' desk.
Words to life. Now, this area is still pretty dark. That area's looking great. I'm kind of curious, did that just restore power for this one area, or are there other things back this way? They're now easier to see. Nah, not really. Okay. I kind of figured as much. This game is a little bit on the dark side of the moon. So we know where Shawn's desk is. We'll look for that next. But now... Oh, whole bunch of stuff over there. Now that this is open for explore, or easier to explore, I'm gonna save the best for last and look in all the other areas first. Just rolled up parchments and all matter of this the electric blue stuff. What do they call it? They call it the The blue bottles. Medicated electricity. Regain control. Hold on, what's it say? Regain control of your body and emotions. 96% of participants reported effectiveness. The little blue bottle can save your life. Leviathan can believe it for free. If you can believe it. Okay, alright. So yeah, very ominous. Very ominous, and there's bottles of this stuff everywhere. And that's a CD raid. Thank you, CD. That's super nice. Thank you, my friend. Playing some more Fallout New Vegas. Now, when I saw your post about it in the Discord server, I like how you said New Vegas, but my brain saw it as New Vague Ass. So, little sneak peek into the inner workings of how my brain reads things. But anyway, it's good to see you, CD. Thank you for joining. Thank you for that raid. That's very sweet of you. Very generous. And whenever somebody raids, especially when they're a homie, I always love to ask if there's any clips of yours you'd like to share, because you're bringing your peeps to me. And generally speaking, if you're here, you probably already know about CD, probably already watch her. But in the odd chance that there was somebody who is not aware of your content, we can get that free taste. You can give them that free taste. Give us a little clip. We can all watch it together. That way they can be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. How do I know the CD person is that cool? And then we give them the clip. They get to watch it, and then they see the evidence that you are indeed as cool as we all know that you are. We're playing Karma: The Dark World, and it's figurative and literal. The game is indeed quite dark at times. We just restored power to this whole area. We're in kind of the first major part of the game, I would say. We just beat the prologue, so now we're kind of exploring. We're trying to find evidence of a theft that occurred in this research facility. There's lots of dystopian sci-fi, almost like Blade Runner stuff going on with this game. It's very cool. It's very cool looking right now. Maybe I can get a new ass by 2027, just as long as it's like a cool robot ass or something. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. But anyway, I hope New Vegas is going well. I'm a weirdo when it comes to Fallout. I've only played the original Fallout. I never actually played 2 or 3 or New Vegas, and I know I'm weird for many reasons, but I'm weird for that reason in particular. It's a series I want to go more into for sure. Some folks will tell me, like, or rather have told me, don't even bother with the others, go right to New Vegas because it's the best one. But I think I would like 2 a lot. And probably 3 for that matter. I want to do it all. But of course, everyone loves Fallout 4 and 76 the most, right? No, I know. I know those are a little bit more divisive, but seems like New Vegas is everyone's favorite. Played the demo, but haven't gotten the main one so far. It's interesting. It definitely has my attention. The world building is very interesting. The mystery is engaging. The intrigue is very hard to miss. Like they clearly put a lot of thought into like building this world to be very like, it's nostalgic but familiar and also futuristic. It's kind of a weird one. And there's been a number of sequences. Again, I keep mentioning Blade Runner. For one thing, I watched both of them very recently. There's been a few sequences where you're like investigating stuff because you're kind of like a detective in this part of the game at least. And all I can think of is those sequences where, yeah, without spoiling anything, the characters are like using tools to zoom in and like investigate things. And it's a weird combination of like technology that is old-timey because this right now takes place in the 70s. And yet it's like futuristic because it's not stuff we have available to us right now. So it's a weird like almost Jetsons-y kind of future nostalgia. But it's pretty cool so far, and it's a walking simulator, which is, to be honest, kind of nice to not have to worry about combat or escaping from the bad. I mean, maybe there's escaping from the bad guy, but you don't have a crouch, you don't have a jump, and you have barely the semblance of a sprint. Maybe. So I think it's more about exploring the world and less about like, hurry, there's a bad guy, or like, here's an action sequence. It's more of a contemplative kind of game, and I'm liking that a lot so far. Yeah, I never played Tactics. I'm such a weirdo, man. And I beat Fallout 1. I beat that shit. It's not an easy game, but I managed to clutch it. But yeah, at some point, it's a series I would like to go back and experience proper. And, or maybe not experience proper, but like go deeper into for sure. Yeah, I think you're right, Ape Llama. I think I'll like all those for sure. And at some point, yeah, 76 and Fallout 4. I know Chuck likes Fallout 4 at least. And of course, the show I've heard very good things about. In fact, I think season 2, I think just either started or just became available fairly recently. So, advancing our research, right, not tolerate any form of indolent or irresponsible behavior. Penalizing employees who fail to fulfill their duties. Revocation of social level. Yes, this game does have this universe has a, like, social credit score. And you have, like, social levels that you can be either promoted to or demoted from. So, yes, in this depiction of the 1970s, presumably the United States, but I guess I don't know. I guess it's never said explicitly what country this is in. Company strength is your strength. So the dystopia stuff is very hard to miss. Very hard to miss. So Shawn Mendes, that's the guy that allegedly has committed some kind of theft, and we're trying to find evidence of his theft. Does the X mean he's been let go because of too many errors? If it was 0, they would just say 0. So I wonder. I'm assuming he's the one that wrote that drew the little thingy. 76 is the weakest, yeah. I mean, a lot has been said about Fallout 76 when it first launched and the state of the game when it first dropped, and how, yeah, there were all these issues that it had, and there was all these promises that were not delivered, and then they would try to fix something and make it worse, try to right some wrong, and it just kept fucking it up more and more. And then now, fast forward to today, I'm under the impression that 76 is pretty good, but yeah, when it first launched, it was not so great, though. The settlement building, yeah. Sims with guns, yeah. I understand, like, the settlement thing is pretty cool in that game. It's just that not everybody wanted the settlement aspect of the game. I think that's maybe where it was controversial, where more folks wanted more focus on the combat and the story and all that jazz, just the progression. This, and, like, having to deal with settlements was just kind of, eh. So, yeah, what's it say? It says, to become a Leviathan citizen, don't worry about otherness, embrace togetherness. Yes, I mean, that's all well and good, but there's some, I mean, I don't know, man, call me old-fashioned, but whenever I see things about, like, you know, the corporation above all else, and I see, like, emblems with these kind of wings on them, and I see the red and the black with the silver trim, I don't know, man, this just kind of calls back some shit that was, you know, not so good in the 1940s. A certain country in Europe that was doing some shit. I don't want to point any fingers. I'm just saying. Now we did find some other desks. We can't actually get into this one, but we can get into. Oh, there's a password. We can try to click here. Open that one, but I can't open this guy. I found lipstick organizer box. Right, because we found the lipstick earlier. 1984. It's funny you say that, Caffeine Fiend. I think that's very on the nose and very intentional. Because in the main menu, when you first start the game, there's a very conspicuously placed copy of 1984 just kind of sitting on the table when you're going through the options menu. So it's like, yes. Yes. We're talking, of course I'm talking about early jazz. That's right. Yes. Yes. Early jazz in the 1940s, which originated from Germany. And, you know, we're talking about early jazz. Some people in 1940s Germany were really, really all about it. And then there was a lot of the rest of the world that was not so into it. So it was a little bit controversial, just a little bit. I'm not glossing over anything or oversimplifying. I would never. Well, it's a good thing this is labeled. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what this is for. Do I put lipstick in it or do I put my penis in it? There's no wrong answer. Okay, that's not true. There's a lot of wrong answers here. All right, so the obvious thing is this. Password correspondence table. So I have a feeling I'm going to need that for decoding everyone's passwords. Not everyone has one of these password things on their desk, but a whole bunch of them do. Oddly enough, this guy conveniently has just a pile of shit on his, so it's like, well, listen, I can't touch that. This is one of those, like, adventure exploration games. I can't interact with just any old thing in the environment. What do you think this is? Half-Life 2? Get out of here. What do you think this is? The distant future of 2004? 6? Whenever Half-Life 2 came out. And apparently we're a vampire. We can't see ourselves in the mirror. Vampire confirmed. Is there anything else before I start committing to trying to solve these passwords? Probably good to, like, get as much info out of this thing as we can. I will check that station in a second as well. Place is definitely a mess. Goddamn. God actual damn. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in. I'm sticking it in. You'll know when I'm done. Level C. Let's see what this station has for us. Each one has, like, different stuff available. I don't have a high enough social score. It's funny you say that as well, because there's, like... Actually, we might be able to see it here. Sorry, I just smacked the microphone. Might be able to see it here. This is the employee disobedient behavior... like repository of sorts. We can spy on, or not spy on, but we can get information on situations where employees misbehaving. Funny you say about some employees not being, like, worthy of having a face or some shit, because check this shit out. So presumably all the employees here are, I think, level E citizens. We're a level C citizen, a level C-tizen, if you will. And most of the humans we've seen interacted with and have interacted with have this, like, fucking CRT, this, like, old-ass CRT on their head in the place of, like, an actual head. There's one human we've talked to so far that had, like, a normal human head, and he was a class B citizen, I think. So he's, like, the elevated kind of shit, right? So, like, jokes aside, you might be onto something, virtually honest. You might be onto something, my homie. So anyway, what were they doing? They were doing makeup during working hours. Now, it begs the question, bro, how? How are they applying the makeup? Are they just doing, like, little hearts on the screen? Makes me a little bit sad, honestly. I can't help but notice this weird outline. I'm sure you're noticing this too, right? It looks like a... I guess I can't tell what it looks like, but it's very striking. Anything else to note in this particular fella? Nothing jumps out at me right now. So, for the next one, what was the next infraction? So the greatest people! Our Lebra Emily Newman, prolonged absence from the work area, so there's just nobody here. It's like someone drawing. Someone drawing some hieroglyphics on the ground. See, that's so immature. Drawing hieroglyphics and patterns on the floor and wall in the workplace. So immature, so demure, so not cool. Be like a sophisticated individual like myself and draw dicks on the floor and the walls like the rest of us. Don't draw like ambiguous and nebulous shapes. Nah, man, draw penises like real homies, alright? Jeez, get it together. Fucking guys. Oh, there's a person with a face, I think. Interesting. Very interesting and unexpected. Because I assumed they were all of the same class, but maybe I'm wrong. Can't pretend to know everything. Now, they said that Carl and Emily, prolonged absence, but no mention of whoever else may or may not be around here right now. Now for the big one. What's this one all about? Abnormal power outage. How convenient. How convenient. So there's, like, blank entries. There's, like, presumed invalid characters or just things not displaying correctly. Okay. Well, nothing really, like, jumps out at me as being helpful for solving puzzles, but curious stuff. I'm gonna do one of these where I bring this up. Wait, unless I added it to my list. Did I add it to my memos? Like, I added it to my memos. I was thinking, like, if it's in my list, I won't have to be, like, referring to it constantly. So in the odd chance that we do have to refer to it constantly, I'm actually going to grab this, and then I'm going to use my handy-dandy Windows 11 snipping tool. I'm going to take a little screenshotty. Oop. Hold on, I lost my cursor. Take a screenshotty-waddy, and I'll be in good shape, except my cursor is just gone. Oh, God. Here, I'll put it over here. Alright, password to correspondence table. I got it saved. Gonna have that over to the side. Alright. Okay, we got it. Harrison Bergeron vibes. No, I'll confess I don't think I know that name. I can think of some music videos that had like, yeah, CRTs in place of a head. They count total errors. By the way, Thomas Becker, bro, get it together. 21 errors in a month? Bro, my dude, my guy. My brother in Christ. So, the question of these passcodes. So we know there's like some kind of symbol to be found with some desks. The one thing that comes to mind is the lipstick that we found. There's one of these we can solve immediately, and it's going to be over here at Emily's desk. So we actually found some lipstick. If I turn it around, look at there. Has this weird, mysterious pattern. So we know, if nothing else, we know what her password is going to be. She has it written, etched into her lipstick, and she's the only one that has this. So it makes sense this would be Emily's. So that means the password. Actually, I'll just, oh yeah, we'll just do it this way. It's going to be 6. I've got the screenshot off to the side here, off on my other monitor here. So it's going to be 6, 8, 4, 3. 6, 8, 4, 3, which makes sense because it's got to be mostly 4-digit, like single-digit characters, right? Single-digit numbers. Gotta say that again just for myself. So 6, 8, 4, 3. 6, 8, 4, 3. We got it. It's us. Emily's diary. Dear diary. Kurt Vonnegut, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Did I ever see Frisky Dingo? I did, although I don't know if I watched all of it, but I saw a good chunk of it. And of course, that was like the predecessor to shit like Archer, which of course is fantastic. So Sean, oh, he's got a prosthetic, because we saw that like prosthetic leg in the corner. Been acting suspicious since he came to the clerical office 6 months ago. Always twerking around as clerks. Each of us has our own password secured cabinet, but nobody puts anything important in there. He changes his password first thing every morning. Today's date. How curious. Curious indeed. Now, I do see the clocks up top. Today's date, presuming... There we go, April 30th, 1976. So we'll assume it's 4... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. I guess 0430 probably. Because I'm thinking, well, it wouldn't be 8 characters. Yeah, so probably 0430. Let's try that. That is presuming that that entry was made at the date of the theft that occurred. Because I'm assuming he hasn't been back since the incident occurred. This is obviously Sean's desk. Now I can appreciate as a software guy, as a tech savvy individual, a person that I like to think is tech savvy, I can appreciate the idea of staying like very true to like regular password security, regular like computer password hygiene, as it were. You know, taking care to like, you know, update your passwords every so often, that kind of thing. Like, that's all well and good, but making it the current day's date every single day does seem like a kind of thing that'd get a little bit too easy to crack. Now, is this the thing that was stolen? Because I assumed he made off with it.
Please turn in all evidence through the pneumatic tube. You will then proceed to interrogate the criminal who betrayed the company.
Oh, they already have him.
Remember,
Okay.
if I serve...
I will echo.
See the eyeball thing? Right over there, that turned into an eyeball for a second there. Got the Chivo for getting his evidence found. Yeah, there's his... Oh, that's both prosthetic legs. Okay, why am I surprised? Because at first I was like, I thought it was on the lamb. But no, they probably couldn't go very far without the 2 prosthetic legs. And just so I'm clear, wasn't there at least one more? Oh, these are powered off. Oh, I thought there was going to be more to figure out. Now, this one is not powered off. Xavier Renegade Angel. I love that show. That show is fucking wild. I mean, that was around the same time of like Tim and Eric Andre, all these other like outsider art weirdo shows. Not for everybody for sure, but I definitely enjoyed it. So the question remains, what to do about this one? Now, of course, there's no, like, buttons that you can press. Not like the other puzzle boxes we saw, where you could, like, input something. This would, if there's a code to be solved, it would be a matter of just something that we're, like, being aware of for the future. Like, basically one of 3 colors. We solved one of these puzzle cubes, and we saw another one, and I ignored it thinking that we were going to have time for it later. It's worth noting, by the way, that I believe the developer for this game might be a Chinese developer. So that might explain why the top row is in Chinese. No one puts anything important in these cabinets, including my diary. So Duderdad thinks it might be 555. The nice thing is that if we're going, like, across, it does work out where, like, if you were to just do addition across the board from left to right, it does end up being all 5s. What I usually like to look for in cases like this is there a pattern that goes from, so we have, like, A, B, and C, basically. Like, square 1, square 2, square 3. Like, the big squares, that is. So it's like, going from A to B, you would presume that there was some transformation, some kind of, like, function was applied, and you would presume to go from B to C would be that same function being applied there. That's usually how these kinds of things usually go. But, again, just do a quick addition, you can see it's all going to be 5s. That's, like, really easy peasy, and maybe even lemon squeezy. And see, I see the 2 sides have been flipped, but also rotated. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. The 2 and 1... Oh, no, I was right. It's been flipped. Yeah, both have been flipped and rotated. So, I think it's, like, different functions. Yeah, so I would say, like, that's something to consider, or to remember, that we might need to consider there's, like, a significance to the color green in some way. That doesn't help with the password correspondence table, unfortunately. A lot of blown fuses, the storage room, Barbara's diary. Anything else from Barbara? Oh.
Sean?
That's Sean. I see he's got 1 prosthetic. Ooh. Unexpected. So we want to keep our eyes peeled for if there's anything from Barbara that would maybe help us get into her desk. Maybe we'll come back later. Huh. Oh, maybe he's like well, more or less voluntarily heading to the interrogation space. You talking to someone? No, I don't think so.
Stay there!
It's just Sean. Well, the implication is that he's being held somewhere. His 2 prosthetic legs were seen by his desk. I mean, I guess he could have multiple prosthetic legs, like, you know, like some spares or something. But the implication was that he was, like, being held and was being ready for interrogation. So if he's, like, walking around on his own... that does raise some questions. Now, I remember seeing this note earlier. Do I dare look back again? Nothing. Okay, so we saw that earlier, and there was indeed a sequence when we turned behind us. Ah. I'm pretty sure this was not open previously. Hold that thought. Before I commit to this.
What the?
Oh. I wonder if our memories are, like, getting corrupted now. Because this is reminiscent of the kind of stuff we were seeing at the very beginning of the game. Alright. Oh. There was a tonal shift. You feel that? Oh. Alright. Alright, confession time. So I've never actually seen Twin Peaks. I've never actually seen Twin Peaks, but I know enough to be dangerous, alright? I know enough to be dangerous. Oh, they're all mannequins, okay. Having a nice plastic-looking dinner. With entire loaves of bread. Damn, each person gets an entire-ass loaf of bread. That's intense. Now, and this is not me judging. This is not me judging. I'm just saying that's some, like, that's some American-ass consumerism right there. Like, damn, bro. Dip your entire loaf of bread in your tomato soup, honey. Amazing. Are y'all drinking milk with your soup? Fucking weirdos. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. It's the TV room. Well, it's the fucking... It's something, man. It's something. I'll tell you that much. Another one of these things. Should I just hit green? Should I just hit green and just call it? Yeah, so I'm wondering if I messed up by in the very first puzzle box we saw by ignoring it. I'm wondering, like, if I've set myself on a path for disappointment. Of course, now there's no guarantee that you'll solve all these correctly first time around, because once you press one of these buttons, it locks it in, and you're done. And it doesn't tell you if you were right or wrong. You're just hoping. Government-approved loaf of bread. So, lightning, sun, sun to moon, moon to cloud. Then plus... to cylinder, cylinder to star. Presumably the next one would be star to something, right? And the only one that is star to something is red, so it's probably red. Can't see the first one? Yeah, I can move my webcam. My webcam has been getting in the way of a couple things today, so I can just do a little moverino here. I'll be down here. That's not much better. I guess I'll be over here. I'll be at the very bottom. You know, sometimes people call me a bottom. I've been accused of being a bottom in the past, so I'll just you know, lend some evidence to the accusations. So I'm thinking it's probably red, because like that makes the most sense to me. It wouldn't be plus again. It wouldn't be like randomly a diamond. Yeah, we'll just go with red. Confirm. We got a little fella. Oh, maybe the implication then is this is the first time we've solved it correctly. And our reward is a little guy. Thumbs up. Thumbs up emoji. Again, I got the Chivo unlocking the first rule follower. That was the name of the achievement. The first rule follower. It's not in my list of items, but it is in my list of memos at the very bottom. Legendary Rome agent. Cooper once said in a Thought Bureau speech, that red room, free from the laws of time and physics, the universe tried to tell you something. Accept it just like the waiting room. So there's going to be more rooms. Ominous. And maybe that does indeed mean that we haven't successfully solved the other two puzzles. So maybe this warrants multiple playthroughs. The clock is stopped, by the way. Just kind of internalizing. It's like at 4:20. Blaze it! Oh fuck! Shit! Crap! Fuck! Shit! Can't seem to turn the TV on. Guess we'll just mosey. I think that there's a radiator directly on the curtains. Grace's room. That's the name of my wife. Am I gonna see her room? All the faces have been removed. What's this? I hope I can be a scientist like my dad. None of this is ominous. Not ominous in the slightest. Diary of Sean's daughter. His daughter's name is Grace. Dad brought us beef, and we had an awesome dinner, including an entire loaf of bread. Always comes home late, but Mom says he's a great scientist. I want to be just like him when I grow up. That's nice. Surely there's nothing, like, weird that's about to happen, right? Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. I'm just trying to, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll just look at it. Bears and princess lights, and it's all very pleasant and nice. And this is nice, and it's sweet, and it's not weird or creepy at all. There's nothing weird happening here. Alright, well, suppose, as far as I go here. Well, mosey on back, see if there's something else. Ah. Okay, the, American family has finished their dinner, and they are now watching some government-issued, American-approved television. Yes, my favorite, the Red Lights Home Show. My favorite. Have you guys watched this episode? It's a banger. Oh, you didn't finish your dinner, dude? Bro, my guy? Okay, mind if I, take a load off? I'll just invite myself over and, Actually, no, you know what? I'll sit in the cuck chair. Cuck chair. This is nice. We're just having a nice time. Go. Alright, well, I guess I have my pick of where to sit now. Looks a little bit more like what we saw in the prologue. Oh. Huh. Now we're back to this one. Alright, well, well, it's been a time and a half. But y'all have a good one now. Yep. Aw, is she Sag? She's not Sag, but she's Sag. Alright, homie. Mr. Sean. Are your legs prosthetics? I mean, they look pretty normal to me. I mean, you're both mannequins, if you know what I mean. Well, anyway. Thanks for having me for dinner, and TV, and nightmares. No elevator music, unfortunately. No yacht rock, no nothing. Oh. Well, I can't say I'm surprised we're getting into some, like, fucko interdimensional nonsense, but we're indeed getting into some fucko interdimensional nonsense. Is this gonna take us back to the Nightmare Zone? Where we're, like, traversing through our memories? Dasein number 12. Anything else? Alright. All there is to do is... What do you think? Blood or lipstick? I'm gonna choose to believe it's lipstick. Probably blood, let's be real. Portable recorder. Let's pop this bad boy in. Stick it in, Big Daddy.
The time is now 9:45 p.m. Concluding test 25. Damn it.
Why damn it?
Is that Sean?
Oh. I mean, my curiosity is immeasurable. I do wonder what's in this thing. And yeah, this kind of is reminiscent of the stuff we were seeing in the prologue. Why he was upsetty in that recording. You have to really swing your mouse to get these doors to open, bro. 9:44. I think David Lynch passed away. I want to say a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. And development for this game would have started at least prior to then. Oh man, I hate when my alarm is blaring and I'm in the middle of a really good nightmare. I hate it when this happens. Gonna be seeing this, the ooze reminds me of the filth from Secret World Legends. What you got there? Oh, it's like staining the curtains and everything. I'll bite. Oh, his huge hands. Oh my god. Enormous proportions. I have a flashlight now. Legitimately helpful. Is this indicative of a corruption spreading or something? Kind of curious. Was there anything back here that I would have missed when it was too dark to see? Alarms are all still going off. There's no snooze button? No snooze button. Good sound design. Making things nice and ominous. Nobody get through there. The exit is presumably... Yep. No bolt cutters. Did see a wrench earlier, and my guy didn't have the wherewithal to grab it. He's missing out. Alright. Hello, dead naked people. Yes, you're all very dead and murdered. They have their throats. God, I think so. That was the telltale sign earlier. Yeah, well, maybe. It's actually kind of hard to tell. Because, yeah, the dead bodies we saw earlier, they had their throats gashed. Number 13. Lucky number.
Understood. Professor, is there a way to free his consciousness from that huge body?
Huge body, you say? We're just getting fragments. Cuts off conveniently. I noticed all the scratches on the window. I wonder if that's significant at all. But yeah, it's like similar kind of material as... Oh, did it close behind me? Could go back if I wanted to. But yeah, it's similar material to that ooze. Thing out of the way. Do I get to do it myself with the F button? Oh, I have to just like... Okay, I see. I'm pushing it this way. Of course.
Who's there?
Of course they're raining from the ceiling. Why wouldn't they be? I was expecting a more jumpy jump scare, so thankfully I didn't get my ass, but that was unexpected. I'll grant them that. I mean, this is all unexpected. There's no way to know at all what this game's gonna throw at you before you get into it. You're gonna see... Yeah, here we go. It's like a shallow pool. Well, no, it's not a shallow pool, but it's just a lot of this corruption. Reminiscent of the filth from Secret World. We learned were the byproduct of the dreams of like elder gods, like, you know, Cthulhu basically. Got a bunch of wait, no, is that all from him? Kinda? Yeah, I think it is all from him. Yeah, so they have like weird proportions and extra limbs. Yeah, they were the byproduct of dreams. My elder ones. They were slumbering. One of these, which presumably means another tape on the table. For 14. Crank it.
I want to die. I don't want to die. No, I still have a child.
Now...
What? Me?
That's our protagonist's name. Excuse me just 1 minute. I think it might be raining outside. I just want to check one thing. We did have that very small amount of water damage that got in a week or two ago. Let me just check one thing. It'll take like 4 seconds. Give me just one moment. Okay, it's fine. It's like it's probably fine. It's probably fine, but like, you know, you get a little bit of water damage in the basement. You know, it's like you have a little bit of like maybe not anxiety, but it's just like it's on your mind a little bit. It's like, oh, it's raining. Oh, a little scary. But anyway, yeah, so our protagonist's name, I think, is Daniel. Virtual says, you lied! It was more than 4 seconds! You monster! You monster. I have a child. So I wonder if, like, that's another memory we've yet to experience. The question is this, like, tied to this case about Sean we're investigating, or is this, like, more in our subconscious? And that there's, like, other mysteries and nightmares we've like yet to uncover about ourselves and our past. I think my flashlight. Oh no, my flashlight's still working. It's just yeah. You are very tall. Oh, you also have like multiple. Yeah, it's like a whole bunch of bodies. All like melded together. Trippy. So a few just by those exits, but there's like a whole bunch by the next to this one and others, of course. Excuse me. Could you not, bro? I appreciate the hold F to skip, but no, I'm not gonna skip. Oh. 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 How you doing over there, buddy? The artifacts that we're seeing right now on the screen, I'm wondering if that means like we're seeing like a replay. Of course it's not. If this is like a document that we're watching. I don't want to torture this poor guy, but I get the ball rolling, I suppose. Get the wiggles. I don't want to do this to you, buddy. I'm sure you're a nice guy. But I need to continue the game, so... I'm sorry. Oof, move one of his legs. It's interesting because by the time the theft happened, he was already... He already had like prosthetic legs. Glass broke. Both prosthetic. Well, it was implied it was both prosthetic legs. We saw 2 prosthetic legs basically. And when we saw him walking in the hallway, we saw like one obvious one where he had a leg missing. So yeah, maybe he just has a bunch of extras lying around in case of emergency. I am allowed to jump down if I wanted to. Yeah, I'm wondering if this means that, like, there was some incident, some occurrence, some, I don't know, transgression where his punishment was to lose a leg. And that was separate from the theft that occurred. Why'd you do that to him? I didn't want to. Jumping down. Now, why you would willingly do this, I don't know. Oh. Well, this is kind of reminiscent of that workroom. Gonna guess that that's Sean's desk. He might be back. He very well might. He's at least complicit in whatever his bosses want him to do. Yeah, Barbara. One name we recognize. They're like whispering, they're like gossiping. Giant fucking reel of tape. Monitoring tape, of course. 1984. Up! Now, of course, the sequences that we're in right now are apparently in 1976, so 8 years prior to that. I'm gonna save that one for last, as is often my want. Hans Mueller. Now, we saw the name Hans earlier. I think his was the first note to Sabrina, I think, or Sabrina, where he was like, oh, if I'm gonna save up my social credits so that I can have a kid. Oh my god. So many reels. For real. Climb up. Poke. Poke. No actual terminal to access this station. No, like, plug in. I can find in. Yeah, like this one here. I mean, if our guy was just following orders, like, you know, you all know how that goes, right? Of course. But, yeah, I just can't help but wonder if there's, like... What kind of stuff has our dude done in the past? What are we reckoning with? So... Door over there, and a phone next to it, door over there. So we're gonna check all those things. Yes, these are the two prosthetics that we saw by his desk in the old workstation area. Transfer letter. So Shawn Mendes. Application for workplace injury assessment. Sufficient evidence to conclude that your leg injury was not caused by scientific research activities. Absence from work for the past 6 months shall be treated as absenteeism. Jesus. Hereby dismissed from the Institute's physics research lab due to an excessive period of unauthorized absence. But our philosophy of one for all and all for one, we have arranged a clerical position for you at the clerical office. Different from your previous position. Hope you'll continue to serve the company well. So he had an axe to grind. He lost his esteemed position as a scientist, was relegated to the clerical office. That probably gave him reason to commit some kind of theft. Can't say I blame him. I mean, that's pretty fucked, man. It's kind of unclear now if he lost his leg because of some torture incident that we just saw there, or if it was, from something related to his research, an injury that occurred in the workplace. This big honking thing. But for one reason or another, he lost his job, got demoted, and here we are. Wrong button. This one first. Bunch of bills. Yep. Unpaid bills. Failure to settle the bill on time shall result in permanent revocation of eligibility for social level promotion. Look at all the social credits it was going to cost him. They've accrued, rather. November 16th. Whole bunch of bills, man. Bills, bills, bills. Goddamn. I don't know what's happening here. He's like kind of cowering. Now his legs look, I think, normal here. Station's a little bit less than standard. Yeah, his legs look, I think, normal from here, but of course he's wearing slacks, so it's really hard to tell fully. Can't quite read what those are. Maybe he's been studying or like trying to like research things. Same station, basically. Legless clerical worker? Yeah, exactly. Like if they took his legs and then demoted him, or demoted because of a lack of legs, regardless. Pretty fucked up. I can't help but notice that it's like, if this is kind of depicted as like classic American family kind of thing, I'm a little bit surprised they depict her wearing like it's just like part of a pantsuit almost. She's wearing some breeches, some trousers. You would think when it comes to like traditional nuclear family, old-timey stuff, you would think the lady's wearing a dress. But unexpected. Now, I'm kind of curious, can I go back to the previous room and check the other door on the opposite side? No, I cannot. We're committed to this one. Same photo as earlier. That's also the same. The presents were all opened. The bear's sad. Ever since that day, Dad's right leg has been like a cold piece of wood. Struggles to move around, needs Mom to help him. I hear them fighting every night. Also, no hot water for the shower. We can't turn on the lights at night. Save money, man. Oh, his leg's broken. Yep. Oh. Oh, I took the bear with me. Go in this time. Well, that light's on. No longer like a bunch of stuff on the bed. I think it was like a couple of bears last time. 3 bears, now it is none. Yeah, I'm looking to see where his little leg thing came off. Father teddy bear. Yep. Wonder if there was anything in the stuffing. Oh, that's a good... You're absolutely right, Virtually Honest. That was the detail. She was wearing a dress originally, but now she's had to take a job to help cover the bills. That was a good thing to pick up on. But now that I'm thinking back to the original scenes, you're exactly right. That one's open. Is Gracie still over here? She is. Alright, guys. Well, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for having me once again. Good luck with your horribly depressing situation. Hope the circumstances will improve, but come on, this is a video game. You know how this works. Everyone's studiously working. Here's Hans Mueller. Same busy signal. Always watching. Presume then. Carl Weber. All the same folks. I do wonder if his wife is working around here somewhere. Because, yeah, this is how they're dressed. Emily Newman. I mean, presumably they would have the same last name, so if there was a Mrs. Mendez, she'd be around here somewhere. Not have a placard. Of course, here's where Sean would be. Kind of curious. We went to the left one the last time. What if I go to the other one? I think it would matter too much. But maybe it does. Woo! Just knocking reels around. We're keeping it real. No dice. Kind of wonder if it's the same sequence regardless. It is still open, by the way. Suspicious letter to Sean. I know someone who's interested in the black material you used to study at the Institute. See if you can get me some samples. Money's not a problem. I'll drop by in 2 days and we can talk. So I wonder... We saw, of course, there was some kind of sample that we obtained from his desk. This was going to be his buyer, perhaps. Thing's pretty messy here. No sign of anybody. The third bear, or the second bear. There's going to be 3 total, presumably. Mommy bear looks pretty normal. Relatively speaking, at least. Chair's knocked over. I wonder if there was a big fight or something. Ah, she's in her room, probably. Diary of Sean's daughter. Mom hasn't been home for 38 days, and Dad always comes home late. Makes me stay in my room while he whispers to some weird stranger on weekends. I like when visitors come, but they always leave me lots of tasty snacks. When it's my birthday, I'm gonna wish my mom and dad get back together. Oh boy, yeah. So mom has flown the coop. I mean, it's a pretty awful spot. Can't interact with the TV directly, at least. Now, right now, that's off limits, but we can guess what's happening over here. The jar. Actually, it's not a jar. I'm just kidding. It's actually a painting. Oh, she's sad. Now, this is where we would place 3 bears. Jesus. Well, thank you, Demon Child. I mean, I was gonna just invite myself in, but that's a lot easier. I noticed there was no way to open the door, so... Thank you, Demon Child. Good girl. Go do your homework. I'll see ya. So, which one goes where? If this is the big one, we'll presume this is the daddy bear. I have to be very careful when I use phrases like daddy bear. Might give people the wrong idea. Or the right idea, depending on your, persuasion. Assume we're on the right track. Unless the mama bear is the big one. Did I do good? Well, she's not like flipped me the bird or anything, so I'll take that as a good sign. Yeah, Mewkid says, whoa, you talking daddy bears? I'm in, baby. All right, bye. Bye, Gracie. Thanks for not, like, stabbing me with a kitchen knife or some shit. Hope your dad stops being, you know, drunk and mad and sad and, well, I mean, I can't say I blame him. It's all terrible. This is getting sad, yeah. It's getting, I mean, it was already weird, but now it's sad and weird. A dangerous combination. Thanks for hanging out with us, Virtually Honest. I appreciate you popping in. Thank you for coming in from our good friend CD from her raid. That was very generous of her. Really appreciate her popping in and bringing her nice folks. Oh, am I not allowed to look? I'm just trying to look. Is that so bad? Hiding under my blankie. Can you tell I'm trying? Can you tell I'm like trying to keep it lighthearted? Not so easy. I wonder what we were going to see before the game said, whoa, you're not ready for that shit. You're not ready for that shit. You gotta come back for that shit later. Get a higher social credit score and then we'll talk. So there's like something resetting us constantly. Oh, I know this one. Bap, 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 bap. Virtual insanity. Bap, 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 bap. I don't know the lyrics, but you know the one. Oh no, I'm getting dragged towards the thing. Except no, I'm actually moving myself. How's it going, everyone? Oh. So, I'm a little bit late for the meeting. Sorry about that. I got held up, you know, Bill at accounting. He's always talking your head off. Am I right, Sandra? Sorry, no, it's in bad taste. So anyway, yeah.
Peace, freedom, slavery, ignorance, strength.
All right, well, hit the old dusty trail. Good meeting, everyone. We'll convene again on Tuesday. Good work, everyone. You're doing great. And you know what they say? Keep your head up, right? Oh, okay. Sorry. I know it's also in bad taste.
Peace, war.
Okay, well, that begs the question.
War, peace.
I was thinking maybe they're going to say the other ones. Door's angry. Whoa. We, like, move real fast now. Wow. We're so fast. It's also blurry. They praying or just cowering or just all the... I think it's all the above. Whoa. No phone this time. But, like, the noise is, like, hurting them, maybe. Alright.
War, peace, freedom, slavery.
Moving on. Jesus, we are so fast. We keep getting faster somehow. Like, we're getting lighter and faster. I'm beginning to wonder if this corporation does not have our best interest at heart. Also, look, I mean, listen, I'm a short guy, so I can appreciate some high chairs, but this is getting absurd. Look at these fucking honkers thing. Look, these things are ridiculous. Yes, that's the most ridiculous thing happening right now, Alex.
War,
slavery, ignorance, strength.
We're gonna go even faster now. Oh. Oh, here we go, man. Oh, just kidding. Complete the telephone puzzle without any mistakes. There was a puzzle? That was a puzzle? I was just... Oh, that's very trippy. I was just going. Apparently that was a puzzle. Apparently that was a puzzle, and I'm just over here like, wow, this is all very cool and weird. Am I the meal? The bills, they're stacking up. This is how I eat my dinner. I just fucking pulverize with a fork. Bills are really stacking up, man. A hole in the table here. That might be where we need to go. I was wondering if, like, we're to talk to anybody. Get up close to anybody and say, hey, how's it going? How you doing? How you enjoying your dinner? You know, your dad worked really hard to bring this plate of slop towards your table. Now, curiously enough, there's a space for a fourth person at the table. That might be significant. Let's dive in. Just, yeah, I completely Mr. Magooing my way through that whole puzzle sequence, just bumbling my way through and stumbling into the solution. Maybe the idea is you, like, listen to the telephones and listen for, like, yeah, one gives that line, those lines we were hearing, and maybe the other one was silent or wasn't ringing at all. Maybe that was the puzzle, but yeah, I just fucking bumbled my way in like a dumbass. So Mrs. Heidi, this is his wife, informed that your husband, Sean Mendez, an outstanding employee, was tragically killed while assisting us with an investigation. Always looks after those employees who dedicate themselves to the company, will provide you with the most basic Social Security until your children reach adulthood. Note that a proportional amount of social credit will be deducted, though. Sorry your husband died at the office. We'll give the absolute basic and most bare minimum of assistance, but you will need to pay us back. You may collect the supplies every Wednesday at 3 o'clock, the side entrance at the Department of the Interior. If you are late by more than 5 minutes, you will be considered to have permanently relinquished your right to the subsidy. Everyone's time is also the company's time, and punctuality is key. Make preparations to relocate to downtown within 1 week. Your family is currently residing in an apartment intended for high-level staff. There are a limited number of such apartments. Thank you for your kind understanding. Still better than Amazon, only marginally, but yes, somehow strangely less evil in some ways. Well, at least they started to eat their bread this time. Instead of just entire loaves being left untouched. Now I do wonder, did her husband actually die? Or when he got whisked away after committing that theft, did he just get disappeared by the company? There's implications that the interrogation either is about to happen or maybe has already happened. Of course, only Gracie remains. No presence. Well, there's presence, but none to interact with. Huh. I gotta say, you know, when I play a game like this, and there's like genuine moments of like spooky shit, and like things about the world building and the storytelling that are a little bit intense, I like to bring some levity, and I like to keep things lighthearted. But this is genuinely upsetting. Like, this is like very well done, but it's a fucking bummer. So they've done a very good job Where I'm over here like I'm kind of speechless. I mean, I'm still talking, obviously, but like I can't really offer anything of substance. Like this is just fucking sad. This hurts. This fucking hurts, man. But it's very well done. Mom's been gone. Dad isn't home. I don't blame him. He's probably looking for mom. I'm starving. Someone knocked on the door, but Dad told me never to open the door. But I'm so hungry. Like, Jesus. This just fucking hurts, but it's well done. And I'm compelled to see more. But good lord. This is not the kind of game to, like, marathon in one sitting, I think. I think this is one where you need to, like, give yourself, like, a break every so often. Otherwise, if you, like, try to beat it in one sitting, you'll do the thing where you, like... It's, you know, like, you finish the game, you kind of sit back for a moment, you look outside, it's 4:30 p.m., and you're like, I'm going to bed. We've all had... Well, maybe I shouldn't say we've all had those moments, but... it's a thing that a lot of us have experienced where you're just like, well... I'm done. I'm turning in. But Alex, it's 4:30 p.m. Anyway, have a great night. See ya. Catch you on the flippy. It's good. But oh man, is it heavy. Unlike my brother, it is indeed heavy. But it's good. Now this exit continues to be... just ever so tantalizing. Still can't leave, though. The lock is still in place. That's enough internet for me today. Yeah, that's enough video game. That's enough video game sad for me today. Oh. Well. I mean, I guess that solves that little problem. Must have been a hell of a force to bend the bars like that. Now, would I be able to continue? No, I would not. Alright. One way to go from here. For all this time, what lays beyond this exit? Familiar scene. But different every single time. No employees. Now the eye is a static image, looking like an 8-ball more than anything. No people. And not really much signs. Well, that's not true. I was gonna say there's no signs of people working, but no, there's typewriters and binders and books, so there's... It's not like they're barren. Look at Sean's desk. I'm not sure if it's significant or not, but just the one prosthetic this time instead of two of them lying around. Oh, no, here we go. Here's the other one. And a whole bunch... Yeah, he has a bunch of extras then. Let it be known... No door this time. It's kind of... Well... Okay, there's a door, but we can't interact with it. No phone either. Might have to, like, interact directly with this thing. This somber music is very appropriate. This whole thing has been a fucking bummer. So... It do be that way, man. We have no choice but to join the eye in his dimension. Exactly what we're doing. I get to poke him. How you doing, buddy? Gaze into the abyss gazes back, man. Should maybe get that looked at? Don't think that's normal. I'm not exactly an optometrist, but... a little bit fucked. This better not give me some fucked up dreams tonight, man. I'm enjoying myself. This game is very interesting, and I'm liking this a lot. And I want to see more, but... oh, man. This is some shit.
I'm sorry. None of this should have happened.
They all come from the same place? there were two corpses, two enormous corpses, and two faded obelisks, and the end of the prologue, and then the one obelisk that was lit, and the one path we could follow. I wonder if this is like signifying that this is like the third time's the charm, basically.
What? No! Ah!
That was unexpected. Escape from the Strange Space was the name of that achievement.
My head. What happened?
The sample.
Was I dreaming?
So we're back in the 70s basically. And we just kind of came to randomly in front of where we're to deliver the evidence. I wonder if we'll be given a choice on whether or not to deliver the evidence. Do wonder. I also wonder if that puzzle box is still here. One we read earlier. Yeah, unsigned. I think that was one we read. Yeah, we said it was unsigned. Yeah, I think we read that one earlier. Presumably that was correspondence with whoever that mysterious individual was and what he wanted about this sample. And it was Sabrina, not Sabrine. So Hans was not married to that coworker, Sabrine. Sabrina is presumably somebody different. All right. Do this thing. I'll load it up here. I guess I have to insert my card first. Can I send something else? My wallet? My card? Nothing else to do. Send that shit. I think the implication is by submitting this evidence, we're damning this guy. We're sentencing him. It's almost an execution by this point. So we are complicit in whatever punishment he is subjected to. I don't see the puzzle box, oddly enough. Use the terminal. I wonder if our guy feels guilty at all. Either guilty or nervous about its implications. Yeah, Schmidt was the one that fucked up previously. Noticed the keys until just now. Can I go back upstairs?
Back to the Thought Bureau.
Okay,
There's
that's
no
the
time
game's
to
way of
waste.
saying, all right, you done good. Your due diligence. Oh, I thought there was another door to look at. I'm gonna guess that
The
probably
Thought Bureau
concludes the
isn't far
chapter.
from here. I can get there on foot.
Going to the Bureau on foot. We're gonna have any misadventures along the way? One can only hope. Actually, no. Do I want to wish for misadventures? That was a pretty misadventure experience. Some good reflection, late night rain walking, like city walking kind of music here. Very noir. Oops. How you doing, buddy? So again, it's implied that citizens, I guess, underneath a certain level have these CRT televisions affixed to their heads. Or maybe it's a thing on our end. Maybe we're not allowed to see their faces. Maybe it's like a filter, something like something that's like affixed to our brain that doesn't allow us to like see them as people or something.
I don't like this. I'm going home.
It's making like a clunk noise, so maybe it is a physical object to fix their heads. Inhibit, contract, contact. It's kind of hard to read all these. Just more propaganda, honestly. You wonder who threw that. Was there anything in there? Probably not. I'm gonna guess that they don't view us well. I'm gonna guess that we don't have the CRT on our heads, so we probably stand out. I mean, maybe they know what we've been doing. Maybe we know we've sentenced one of their own, basically. Although, that being said, when there was that torture chamber sequence, we didn't see his face, but we know he didn't have the CRT on his head.
This is a Thought Bureau, ma'am. I order you to open the door.
Yeah, maybe we actually do have one of these CRTs.
All residents and personnel, please vacate the streets before 2300.
Oh, but it does have their faces on it. Interesting. No? Let's keep going on foot. I was thinking maybe we were gonna like meet up with some of the guys in the cars, but I don't think so.
Which bastard took the credit for my hard work?
You know, their voices are all so like garbled and filtered. When we hear our own voice, it's not filtered, but again, maybe that's like a function of the device we're wearing where our own voice comes through. Okay. But then like the phone call, like the voice we hear on the end at the phone calls.
Tonight, enemy of the company, former Winston Research Institute clerk Sean Mendez, has been arrested for treason and collaborating with the enemy. All credit goes to our brave Rome agent, who will be personally involved in the interrogation of the traitor.
Now they don't name us. So there's other Rome agents other than just us, but credit goes to the Rome agent.
Great job.
He said, only like a little bit, like partly, maybe he's like genuinely being complimentary, but like more like, yeah, great fucking job, idiot. Yeah, I'm thinking more about like the garbled voices because, boy, what's going on here? But yeah, like the recordings we were hearing on the phones, those kinds of things, those seem to be coming in clean. Anyway, just things to thought to kind of chew on. Oh, they have like the test signal. Yep. And we're all cheering? Some of them are. Exactly half of them are. Well, kinda. They're praising Leviathan. There's no subtitles, obviously. So it's odd. Some of them seem genuinely into this. Others, a little bit more pensive. Some don't even want to watch.
God bless Leviathan.
I'm not sure what's being burned here. It doesn't seem like I don't think it's a book burning. I mean, maybe there's books. I see what looks to be like painting, maybe? Boxes of maybe their possessions.
For the company.
Person seems sad.
Shut up. Someone's coming. I'm done.
Kind of hard to make out with this thing. I think she said something died. The other said, it's like, shut up, such and such is coming. I guess this is where we're going. You got there, bud. Can't really read it from here. Yeah. But they're probably like tracking like what's being disposed of.
Halt.
Henchman A.
Why ensure your company ID?
Slightly a Todd Howard looking face.
Stand behind the yellow line. If I serve.
I will echo.
All right. It is getting pretty late, so as much as I do want to keep going, we'll have to wrap it up in a little bit here.
Rome Agent 1.
Once the chapter is concluded.
8. Please report to dive room 3.
To be honest, I just don't know who I am sometimes.
Dive room.
I mean, when I dive into their hands, merge with them, those people, my body's obliterated in the blink of an eye. Then bam, I'm stuffed into another body. Those smells, those sensations.
Rome Agent 5.
I mean, it would be disorienting.
9. Please report to dive room 6.
This is like some sort of wicked pick-a-card game.
What?
You never know which cards you're going to pick. But here's one thing for sure. They're all the absolute worst. After that, those curses are with you forever.
Hey, calm down.
Rome Agent 8490. Please report to dive room 2.
Hey, sorry, I know we're not supposed to talk. Please, don't tell Mother, okay?
Mama didn't raise no snitch. Or Mother didn't raise no snitch. It still works. This is looking more reminiscent of the kinds of stuff we were seeing when we first came to. Yeah, it makes perfect sense that they would be jarring. This, what he was describing, like merging with their thoughts, their memories. Maybe that's what we were seeing then in that dream sequence earlier. Two doggies. Yep, the trees blowing in the wind station, my favorite. But if you do this a lot, it makes sense that, yeah, you would also start to, like, kind of lose your identity a little bit. From the propaganda, they just call it the propaganda department. The truth has no good or evil, the truth is simply the truth. Be a soundless or soundproof room.
Please look at the device, Rome Agent. Please click the screen to begin the
device?
psychological assessment.
I have to close the door behind me. Yep.
Performing scan. Please
Psychological
wait.
scan. Okay. Psychological assessment.
8490. Rome
I try
Agent
not to be insufferable
Daniel
about this, but
McGovern.
I'm just getting flashbacks to 2049. Blade Runner 2049, just the like measuring of their levels to make sure they're not going
Blood
rogue.
seeps from beneath a door.
Wow. Very, yeah. I think it's not a coincidence. And you're diving.
Continue diving.
When you open the door, you find a citizen lying in a pool of blood.
The body.
Investigate the body.
A person who looks identical to you emerges from the dark, holding a blood-stained knife in his hand.
Leave would be like, it's just very like, I must go. My people need me. Just like exit calmly. Exit calmly.
Leave.
Try to communicate seems like a bad idea. Ask Mother for help seems like it would also be a bad idea.
You have passed. Good luck on your missions.
The little face that came up seemed like a little, like nervous almost. But I said we passed, so I'll take your word for it. Mysterious, disembodied voice.
I heard that another Rome agent from Felonies ended up as vegetable after a brain dive yesterday.
That's scary. Thankfully, I only interrogate thieves. The easy stuff.
But they're the ones who really contribute to the company. Any that make it through will be fast-tracked for a social upgrade.
Shh, someone's coming.
It's me. I'm coming. I'm always coming. Responsibilities. Do not make any mistakes. Oh, do not make any mistakes during your work time. Well, that's... no pressure, right? Use the roaming helmet more than 5 times a day. Work at least 10 hours a day. Cause no more than 2 deaths. Sorry, 2 deaths is the maximum. Normal day psychiatric test values. Make sure you're working. Please go to a homeroom in time to level your mental level. Employees who are unable to meet the above requirements will be demoted or downgraded. Yourself in an outside world. Find yourself in mountains. Oh, that sounds so nice. So, intelligence, propaganda, of course, interrogation room, psychological adjustment, historical revisionism, re-education office, loyalty evaluation, Department of Surveillance. Rome helmet. So it goes, oh, alright, so yeah, so we probably do have the CRT then. Wear the Rome helmet, dive into other people's heads, find the key information. Pass the homeroom psychological test for using or operating this thing. Everyone works, everyone happy. You serve, I will... Right, that's their mantra. Uh, 8490. Is that me? I've kind of lost track of my number. We're definitely not diving right now. Oh. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, so it's just cycling through them. It shows their current score. Yo, S. Chow needs to get it together. That's pretty awful. Pretty pitiful. Yo, but look at James Bond. Oh my god. It's even 007. That's fun. What an unexpected Easter egg. Huge fucking credit score. Man is James Bond. Man is at an incredible number. What a stud. I think that's Bruce Wayne. That's all I like to think of. How you doing there, buddy? Probably not so good. Yeah, none of us are doing good in this universe. It's all fucked. It's all sad. You can use the restroom, buddy? Criminal charge. Smuggling and fraud. Homeroom? Okay. He's not standing in line, he's just making notes of something. Oh, it's gonna be over here though. I was gonna say, what an odd queuing system. This person talk to me? Nope. Got that other guy, but I'm curious if there's any conversations over this way.
1058 is done, but he hasn't finished the interrogation. Tell management to send a more experienced Rome agent.
Understood.
Remember, tell them it's urgent, and to skip the procedures and come directly to interrogation room 5.
Yes, sir.
Wonder what are these procedures? Same numbers, same names, all that jazz. On the phone, or what I... Well, this is the 70s, so it's, I guess, just enormous walkie-talkies, basically. Don't want me listening in. Ooh, what are these things? Alright, so we have all 4 options available to us. So, couple of things. There's 3 shapes. Innermost goes square, triangle, circle, hexagon. Triangle, circle, hexagon. Kind of square, like trapezoid. Innermost is half circle, square, star, diamond. So there's a pattern we can already tell where the innermost circle, or I'm sorry, the innermost shape think about this. Hold on. Yeah, the innermost well, no, never mind. Oh, okay, the outermost shape. Do I have a cursor? I don't have a cursor right now, but the outermost shape of one of these cells represents the innermost shape of the next cell. So the first one has the outermost shape is the triangle, and that is the innermost shape of the second cell. Second cell outermost is a circle. That is the third. That is the innermost of the third. Outermost of the third is a hexagon. Hexagon is the innermost. So it's got to be blue then, because that's the only one that has that trapezoid shape as being the innermost. That is my final answer. Did I win? We got it. A new fella has been collected. He's diving. Dive, dive, dive. Sandra Belling. Didn't get an achievement for that one. Honored with the Lifetime Brain Diving Award. Reached the exceptional milestone of 100 brain dives without causing expiration. Which I would presume to mean without causing a death. What do they call it in Blade Runner when you kill a replicant? It's you're retiring them. Huh. How you doing, buddy? Here's the elevator. No, I cannot. Alright, only one way to go, and that's up. Past has never been altered, we know everything. Alright, well, this way will lead to our salvation. So criminal charge murder and robbery. So the green means it's available, I think. Red means, I guess, like there's a dive in progress, basically. Treason and thought crime. I thought that was what the one dude that we found was charged with, was treason. Oh. That's not good. Hold on. Hold your thought. Oh, but he was definitely charged with theft. That much is also true. When you order. Doing okay there, bud? Having like an episode? You alright, man? Antisocial behavior as a criminal charge and corruption. No, I can't do anything to help him. Well, we shall just go on our merry way then. Alrighty. Got the device and everything. There we go. We're gonna be using this thing? It's an interrogation, right?
Good evening, Daniel.
Good evening, Mother. Mind summarizing the current case for me?
The interrogation subject is Sean Mendes, male, 34 years old, currently a clerk at the Winston Research Institute.
And he is alive.
The company received a report today claiming that Sean is closely linked to the recent disappearances of numerous confidential research documents.
Oh, documents, not just that one
The
sample.
Bureau sent Rome agent Daniel McGovern to investigate. He found the product of the company's confidential research, a miniature Dasein device, in Sean's desk drawer. Sean's fingerprints are confirmed to be present on the device.
And Dasein was the label on those tapes we were finding during that dream sequence.
Please analyze the subject's current physical status for me.
Heart rate 150.
Oh.
Breathing rate 60 to 70. Blood pressure 142 over 86.
Now, I don't know about the blood pressure,
Adrenaline and perspiration
but
also
that's a
present.
big-ass heart rate. Like a scary heart rate. And I think that breathing rate is pretty big, too. So I think just everything's elevated.
Begin interrogation.
Initiating contact with subject.
There he is.
Sean Mendez.
Who? Who's there?
A Rome agent from the Thought Bureau. Daniel McGovern.
Rome? What do you want?
In response to a report, we investigated your office and found the missing item in your desk.
No, that's impossible. You're mistaken.
We found your fingerprints on the item. Please cooperate and do not try to make excuses.
No, I'm being framed. Just before you arrested me, I got attacked. That monster.
Monster? What do you mean? Sean?
No one believes me. But that monster really exists. That thing, it took my leg. I didn't think it would show up again. I shouldn't have been eavesdropping on them. They must be the ones who let the monster out. Yes, it must be.
Sean, I don't understand what you're saying. Mother, requesting brain dive.
No, wait! No, wait, what are you doing? No.
Memory capture complete.
No. Please, I beg you, I don't want to go through this again. I don't want...
Memory channel established. Stand by for Rome.
A monster, he says. Eavesdropping. Very odd. Did it on someone eavesdropping. Yeah. Also, he doesn't have the screen. The CRT on his head.
Begin, Rome.
They removed it, maybe, for this interrogation.
4, 3, 2, 1. Synchronization complete.
Whoa. That was cool. Cool sequence. Here we are back here. So, the empty obelisks. There's 3 of them now. Okay. And we can see what I think are the distant corpses. Well, actually, maybe they aren't. Maybe that's just like a landmass or something, but... Yeah, previously we saw, like... very large and very distant corpses. Different shape that we're on here right now. We're in our, like, normal-ass clothes right now. Oh. Looks like the ooze we were seeing previously. Huh. Now, before I commit to this, do I have options? Say pick one kind of deal. That's not doing anything. Yeah, I'm guessing we have to do one followed by the other, whatever it entails. Alright, this one it is. Is it a teapot? Tea kettle? Nice. What is the significance of this object?
Happy birthday, my child.
Oh, boy. We're seeing this from Sean's perspective. Put in the drawer.
Can't be. Why is this here?
Why is this here?
What's the test subject status?
Dormant, as usual.
From now on, I'll deliver the bodies around this time. You'll take them to cold storage.
Understood. Professor, I can feel that his body is still mutating from the background injection.
That's fine. We'll try our best to contain the test subject.
Understood. Professor, is there a way to free his consciousness from that huge body?
Now, we heard that line.
Just like you and...
No.
Oh, shit.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I mean, we saw something at the end of our dream sequence. Now we get to play as him. So... stay out of line of sight if we can help it. Just hide on the desk. I think I need to, like, escape. Back turn to us. Now's our chance. Doesn't see us. The lights are off. Shit. String around. That's our chance. Go for the door. Do it. Now we're on auto. We're on autoplay here. Do we make it? Oh, now you done fucked it, bro.
No. 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 No.
Closer look at him. Hold shift to run. Oh, and I was saying earlier that, oh, well, at least we don't have to have any, like, escape spooky, scary sequences, but nope, that's exactly what we have. Go, go, go. Gonna follow the well-lit passages. Nope, that does it. It's right behind us. He is right fucking there. Oh, it's getting staticky. Go, 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 go. Can we possibly run any faster? Oh, no! No, he got me!
No!
I was thinking, like, oh, go for the door, but of course it's chained shut. Try again, try again.
Holy shit.
Don't go for the door. There was a little ventilation shaft. With the nice distressing music. I was noticing that our perspective was getting a little bit fuzzier as he was getting closer. You're seeing it too. It's almost like reminiscent of how it's been described when people try to take pictures of. Get in. Get in. All right, cool. Taking pictures of radioactive materials. It's like staticky, and the cameras like struggle to capture. We made it, and then we found a Simon Says cockroach.
Why is the monster here again?
Why is the monster here again? So it's something we've seen before.
Damn recorder.
Aye. Give it a little smoochy smooch. Meerkats over here, it's like, still better than Bezos. Still not as evil as Amazon.
Why won't they leave me be?
Although it gives it a run for its money.
Grace. She must be waiting for me at home. I have to get out of here.
Gives Amazon and Google and X and Ubisoft, all these awful companies are running for their money.
Wait for me.
I do wonder, maybe it was truly a setup. But it doesn't answer the correspondence he was having with some mysterious individual and their interest in some proprietary documents. Unless that was fabricated. It's entirely possible. Whoa. Do I want to go the wrong way? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. What's powering these lights? Good question. I mean, we're seeing some power cables, but nothing plugged in there. They have their own keyboard, so why wouldn't they? I think that button's for. Is that the, like... Oh, here we go. Here's this thing. What that bonus button's for. Hold on. I know I'm escaping from a mega demon, but first I gotta solve this logic puzzle. So... 2 triangles... making a right triangle. So it's like 2 triangles make the same shape, 2 diamonds make the same shape, 2 trapezoids make the same shape. Have to be the red one, I'm pretty sure. Gotta be the red one. Everything else, their overlapping shape is creating a different shape. The meth cube, of course, who could forget about the meth cubes? The sugar cubes. Simon Syme has been awarded the Leviathan Library Prize for likening employee overtime to a gift from the company in his novel Examining Yourself. I will admit, I do like these little fellas. These little fellas are delightful. What they signify is pretty fucked up, but the little fellas themselves are fun. More blue bottles at 11 every Thursday night. Bring any object of value to the Loyalty parking lot at 3rd Main Street to exchange it for blue bottles based on the value of the object you've brought. It's implied, I think, that blue bottles are like either a drug. They call it medicated electricity. So it's either a drug or alcohol or both. It's more meth. Everything is meth. Maybe. I mean, I would say nothing's off limits at this point. Random ass printer versus Leviathan branded. Why wouldn't it be? This is like if Aperture Science was competent. There's a new Aperture. If you play through Portal 1 and certainly Portal 2, you see like how wildly inefficient and wasteful Aperture Science is. This game is like, or the Leviathan core is like, oh right, if a like company with questionable morals and zero ethical fiber at all in their souls was actually successful what they were trying to do in the purpose of super science, the pursuant of super science, that is. Where you wanted to hook fiber. Oh, that's exciting shock value. Hell yeah, man. Getting some fiber in it. That is exciting shock value. Good stuff, bud. Liquid battery, right. It's the meth juice. That's awesome, shock value. That's amazing, dude. Not sure when it'll happen, but that is very good news, shock value. I'm excited for you, man. I'm guessing your internet right now is good, but it's about to become way good. Look at this, like a camera just pointed directly at your face the whole fucking time to make sure you're a properly efficient and upstanding performing employee. Yes, I too have seen They Live. Got that dog in them. I'll check the one in a second. That'll probably be like the last, like, you know, the thing that moves the scene forward. Also, I fought the first boss in Demon School that looked like this. Employees have recently complained that some equipment is malfunctioning. Place any equipment with display issues like color signal bars in the designated disposal area. Anything not working shall be discarded, be it humans or machines. Well, that's not off-putting at all. Yeah, that's a good Christmas present. A little bit delayed, but still good. Still really good. Ooh, so it's pretty rough then. It's pretty crappy. I'm sorry to hear that, shock value, but it's about to become good. You're going to be blazing fast, man. You're going to be flying at the speed of the internet. That is exciting, man. Yeah, as you damn well should. I'm looking forward to it for you. I'm looking forward to it on your behalf. But following the lights is probably our next thing to do. More notes from the dogs. Creepy young man around. Is he the new intern? My mental health is falling apart. I drank 6 blue bottles today, but I'm still tired. Maybe because of the kid. Why does he keep staring at me with that creepy smile? Even followed me home. He from the company? Standing right there is so weird. I was hearing a voice, by the way. I make out what it was, and the subtitles were obscured. Someone from the 13th floor was isolated for treatment. He overworked to the point where his head is... Well, you know, he kept saying that someone's following him. Oh, it's a broadcast. Okay. Happy birthday. So, surveillance showed he was hallucinating. Speaking of being followed, what about a ghostly black car? Black sedan with no license plate going around, grabbing anyone walking along the streets. They're being fed strange drugs or had organs stolen. And some of them remember nothing at all. Seen with their own 2 eyes and the company's behind it all. Yeah, that sounds amazing, Chuck. Also, yeah, I would love a ceremonial retirement ceremony of the old dish. Has its drawbacks, right. And that's exciting, man. I'm excited for you, Shock Value. That's incredible, dude. Right. It's just like, yeah, it's just the juice. For better or for worse, that is the juice with, I'm sure, 0 downsides, I'm sure. Of course, our guy does have a pronounced gait. A pronounced limp. Oh, yes, the obey time zone. The obey time zone. Ah, yes, yes. Redacted, the 13th. I've decided to go ahead with the surgery. Newspapers have reported that Redacted excision is a simple and safe method for all mental disorders. Just a little bit of a lobotomy for fun. Patients can resume normal work quickly after the operation. Been feeling depressed ever since I broke up with my girlfriend. Forced myself to work constantly in an attempt to forget. Ended up becoming more anxious instead. I hope blank excision can help me. A little bit uneasy, but the company made an exception to give me a day of 1 day of sick leave after having a lobotomy. Give it a try. Redacted the 17th. Gonna have the surgery. Hope everything will turn out okay. Redacted the 19th. I feel calm. Very good. Work feels good. Work. Well, remove that glitch of having emotions and feelings and thoughts. Get that shit out of there, am I right? The 7 social sins. Wealth without work. Pleasure without conscience. Knowledge without character. Commerce without morality. Science without humanity. Worship without sacrifice. And politics without principles. Social sins, they say. Now, it's clearly where we need to go next, but I'm going to see if there's any other notes that I might have missed. Of course, this very central station right here. I wonder if the implication is this is like Christmas Day and this is their holidays. The Christmas tree. Merry Christmas, everyone. Your reward, your present is a whole bunch of work. Did I read this one? I think I did. Yeah, but that one, yeah, I think we read them all. The idea of somebody sitting here, they even got shoes here, but you have this obnoxious ass camera on the back of your head, like, maybe it's more, I don't know, It's more like representative. Like it's more like what's the word I'm looking for? Symbolic. It's more symbolic of like, yeah, your boss is being there in person, but it's just cameras everywhere. Coffee without fun bathroom time. Free will is unproductive. Science without humanity? Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. So we're a Class D level employee. We're gonna toss our portable player? Cannot. Can't toss that one either. There's something we need to toss that is broke as a joke. Look for things that are malfunctioning or displaying incorrectly. I do see a TV down here that is displaying like the test pattern. Grab that one. We're to be doing this while we're on the run from some kind of weird demon creature, but I mean, you know, productivity above all else apparently is what this corporation is trying to impress upon us. Yo, what's up, Poobah? Yeah, those are the work cuck chairs. That's right. It's good to see you, Todd. Now we're back in the David Lynch dream sequence. Oh. You know when dogs are doing like the shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, like after they go outside and it's raining or something? It's like that, but it's probably supposed to be off-putting, but it's actually kind of cute. I kind of like this. Work from home, it's just spontaneous workplace orgy. Man, I hate when I miss spontaneous workplace orgy. Or maybe I like missing spontaneous workplace orgy. I'm a little bit undetermined, how I feel about it. Got the curtains again. They're even making like little flappy noises. Can you hear it? Flappy dog. I love the flappy dogs, dude. Oh. I can't read it, but all the things are working. Well, some of the things are working. Are all of them going? Yep, they're all going. Everything's functioning for better or for worse. The dogs are flapping, the printers are scanning, or the scanners are printing. And here's, I guess, like... Oh. Gonna say, here's like all of the... I guess representation of the employees that work in this office. Yeah, extremely casual Fridays. That Hey Arnold episode where they played hooky the one time there was like a spontaneous carnival. They missed out on all the fun. Steve from accounting. I know, that guy's such a lameoid. It's close enough to the camera, so even the work from home folks, that's right, they get the noises, but they don't get like the... They get some of the sensory feel, but not all of them, unfortunately. Udo, I've worked at Winston Institute for a long time. Joining Leviathan Corporation was the best decision I ever made, and I'll never regret it for the rest of my life. I believe that with zero hesitation and zero reflection. Please don't call HR. 5-hour version of Until the End of the World. I don't think I know what that is. I'm gonna guess it's a movie. I'm gonna guess. I just love the dogs. It's not like the thing where the dog like has a toy and they're going, they're like shaking it back and forth. No, the dog's just got the flippy flaps. All of them. They just got the flippy flappies. I'm probably supposed to be like more unnerved by this, but I'm just kind of entertained by it, really. I'm Edith. I always enjoy my work. Work gives me hope. So not all of them are gonna have a person or a name light up, but I do want to see if there's more. Working for them is the only decision you ever made, and it was probably made for you, let's be real. Early 90s sci-fi. Nice, okay. Road trip. It's kind of weird, but wonderful. Weird and Wonderful is relevant given what we're playing right now. I would say that is very appropriate and very familiar. This is Evelyn. The Winston Institute is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me to level up my social rank. Getting here, through everything I've been through, proves I must do my best to repay the Leviathan Corporation. I must work hard. Yeah, some motifs about the workplace in this game and just workplace culture and capitalism, maybe, and where we're headed with, you know, unchecked capitalism and corporations growing to have too much influence in our society. I mean, maybe we're looking too much into this, Meerkat. Maybe this is all just to be taken at face value, but it's entirely possible there might be some feelings that the developers have about this, about these subjects. I like this working environment, so saith Amelia. Everyone is always working so hard as if nothing can distract us from doing our own work. Now, of course... Oh. Oh. What I was about to say, of course, this is where we're going. But you can't go there until you go through this doorway. Gotta say, not what I was expecting. This is Klaus. I want to thank Leviathan Corporation. I'm just hoping one of them says, like, get out while you still can! Oh god, so much blood! Like, I'm just hoping one of them is, all caps, a nightmare. They've helped me quite a lot. I don't think I'll ever live without them. Oh, the blue bottles, that is. If you press the action button, it says, yeah. Yeah, for their blue bottles, that's what it was, yeah. You can't interrupt when it's coming out. Thank God for their addictive, psychoactive, energy-forcing, side effect, grueling, corporate-required blue bottles that have the best side effects, the most pleasant ones. I abide by the rules and regulations, and I remember all the famous quotes of Leviathan. There's always a smile on my face, which I hope exemplifies my professional work ethic. People call me Mr. Smile in the office. Good old Henry. Such a character. It's a classic Henry move right there, man. I think it's all of them. I think that is indeed all of them. All right, well, only one way to go, and it is, well, not up. It's this way. What fresh fuck awaits us now? Safety series. Watch. Always pay attention to telescreens at your working times. Probably what they all say. Well, not all of them. Instruction. Refilling the ink for every 3 stamps. Yes, you have to make sure it's nice and clear. Blue bottles. When you take a drink when you feel tired. Blue bottle. Bottle electricity. It's great. It'll shrink your testicles and explode your asshole, but you'll feel energetic. Okay. I'm gonna do some stampifications. There we go. Lots of blue bottles here. Oh, there's a telescreen. Look at that. A workplace with a view. Never mind. Like a simulated window experience. Okay, well, we're in the office. Appropriate. Ah, I feel so soothed and relaxed. Larger than ever, thank goodness. Gracie's always hounding me for saying my prostate's too small. We need to get that thing nice and swollen. Companies made the following decisions and arrangements. Scheduled holidays will converted to work days and will not be recorded. Overtime for purposes of payroll or salary. No additional salary or promotions, of course. Like I said, all time off requests will be denied. Merry Christmas! That was our Christmas present from the company, our Christmas bonus. Yep. Joyful Christmas Eve. Goes into effect immediately. Yep. Adhere to the above instructions. The violation, it is redacted. All right.
Have you ever found yourself experiencing the following symptoms? Still exhausted even after having a full night's sleep. That feeling of being completely spent even before the workday ends. Or being so depressed that you lose track of whatever task or project you are working on.
Boy, do I.
Stumbling about your day with your mind in a fog. Life seeming like a twisted illusion, leaving you feeling lost and disturbed. Are you worried that these negative emotions are hindering your work performance and overall happiness in life?
Boy, you read my mind.
You are losing your connection to the Paradise community.
Paradise community, tell me more.
Suspect that your fellow colleagues are just as distracted from work as you are.
He's just like me, for real, for real.
No need to worry. Studies have shown that 72% of people...
Dawn, I noticed that you are a bit distracted at work lately.
No, I'm doing great. Just a little...
Our manager is really unhappy with the documents. Revised and resubmitted.
Alright, let me just get this, I missed the stamp.
Sure. Bit of advice. Maybe you should try and freshen up a bit before continuing your work. You need a bit more focus.
Have a good night, Elgaso. We're missing the stamp.
One thing that Leviathan cannot abide in its employees is them making an excessive amount of mistakes on tasks assigned to them. Look, Sean, the bottom line is that your mistakes will be part of your record in this company. Please ensure that you're more careful going forward.
I heard that he used to be a physics researcher on the 33rd floor before the incident. How
before the incident.
Become so, I don't know, lazy?
Look at that waste of office space. I knew the moment I saw him that everything was going to go downhill the minute he arrived.
That's the kind of warm welcome we'd love to hear.
I can't help but feel disappointed in you.
Dad, why are you always back so late?
Sure. Why haven't you approved these documents as requested?
I'm trying to stamp them, but my head's hurting. Maybe some fresh ink will help.
I noticed that you are a bit
Okay, now we cycle back through these. Some of the juice will quell the whispers. Make the whole fucking bottle, bro.
That feeling of being completely...
The whole thing. Okay, as much as they'll let me drink.
Or being so depressed that you lose track.
I wonder if it tastes like Jolt Cola. Blue, just the blue Jolt Cola. That's what I'm imagining.
Stumbling about your day with your mind in a fog. Life seeming like a twisted illusion.
Well, it did quell the voices.
And disturbed. Are
Are you worried that these negative emotions are hindering your work performance?
Anyway, back to it.
Happiness in life.
I do appreciate that we're not even reading the documents. We're just rubber stamping everything and just rolling with it.
Do you suspect that your fellow colleagues are just as distracted from work as you are? There is no...
I mean, in my day, you would have to, like, you know, review it, make sure all the parameters are fulfilled, and then rubber stamp if it's good, not just, like, stamp me like, yeah, it's fine. I do like the smudges we made on the table, by the way.
We have found a perfect solution to these
problems. We're getting eepy again.
Our manager is really unhappy with these documents. Please revise.
Get the juice. All the juice. Drink the whole fucking bottle, man. I'm telling you, it's the only way. Maybe it tastes like balls. The energy drink balls.
All emotional distractions.
Emergency notice? We played Possessors just the other night. And there was like an event where we had that transpired. And they were like, you know, if you're... Oh, okay. That's not off-putting at all. Yeah, there was like some kind of event, and they were like, you know, if you're given evacuation benefits, then, you know, we advise you to leave. Otherwise, keep working. So that's, you know, only a little bit off-putting.
What is this? This work shows a real lack of competence on your part.
New quotes, maybe?
Sure. Bit of advice.
Okay, no, we've heard that one before.
Try and freshen up a bit before.
Do I have any more of the juice? I think I'm out of the juice, man. I think that was my last sip. Okay, no, there's a little bit. Looks pretty empty to me, though.
To immediately enjoy the life-changing benefits of this technological wonder? Call this number now to reach...
That's exactly what it's doing.
Service team that are waiting to assist you with your...
And altering my shit, alright.
Disclaimer. Caution.
Whom start you? Oh. I don't think we can stop. Go on. Man, I want to keep going, but it's so fucking late. It's so fucking late, man. I did see the little autosave thingy, so I think we're good to go. We'll be able to pick up on this next time. I say this with a lot of games, but I definitely do want to see more of this. You know, we kind of jump around to a lot of games here. Play a little bit here, a little bit there. This is definitely one I want to return to, because, yeah, this is bizarre, but I do find it pretty damn compelling. I am curious... So yes, Act 2. We're in Part 1 of Act 2. That, of course, presumes there will be a Part 2, Act 2. It also presumes there will be an Act 3, eventually. So I don't know how far we are in the general, you know, in general, just with, like, the grand scheme of things. But this is something, man. This is something else for sure. I am enjoying this. I am enjoying this. It's intense, and yeah... You know, that scene at the end where, like, the dude had been disappeared, his mom, or the girl's mom was gone, and she was just alone with the rats. It's like, that's fucking heavy, man. Good fucking lord. It's hard to feel like jolly or silly or like make jokes when there's this kind of shit happening. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by what we're seeing. This game has definitely got something with its like its world building. It's not exactly subtle, you know. I'll say that much. It's just like Meerkat was saying, like work equals bad, or at least like, you know, this like worker drone slave driving kind of workplace obviously is immoral. I know, such a brave stance to take, but yeah, like there's clearly some there's clearly like some heavy-handedness. I was looking for a raid target, by the way. There's certainly some heavy-handedness with the with like the messages kind of being implied here and what the game is critiquing. But even though it's like not exactly subtle, I'm really enjoying just the kind of overall vibe, and I'm really curious to see where it goes. The story is definitely intriguing, and like just the overall set pieces are so fucking cool looking, and also nice and nightmarish. It reminds me of some of my favorite sequences from Secret World Legends, but of course also reminds me a whole lot of Blade Runner, and of course there's the David Lynch vibes. There's a lot of things going for it that borrow, of course, from things that are well remembered, but I'm liking what we're seeing. I'm kind of curious.